like I played all my Uncharted games, I played my God of War, and like I was just all out of it. Like I was just like, I don't want to play shit another game that kind of like looks like this. Like it's like it looks like it has kind of like this similar DNA, but it's just like a new sheet or face is draped over it, and I was just like, I'm kind of like out of it, and I wanted to play something else, and it was just like. Because I guess I just oversaturated myself with that shit. Like the games are good, but when it's not diversifying in a way where I'm like, all right, this feels new to me. Like I went and played like Little Nightmares and shit like that, and I was like, oh, this is great. Like it
Yeah.
was because it felt fresh to me. So this is like I can't play too many like how like I can't play too many first person shooters back to back. You feel me? So it's like, all right, playing Doom, all right, cool.
I
All
love
right,
first person
playing.
shooters, man. I can hop on multiple
No,
first
like I
person
love them to
shooters.
death, but it's just like I
I
like.
could constantly play first person games. Like I don't know.
Yeah, like I
That's
just
just me
like to
though.
play like different
But
games though.
I think it's just my thing is like fatigue with open world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
definitely
that
feel
You
too.
that
play
Like
open
sometimes.
world back to back. You play like
yeah,
open world games back to back, dude. That
man.
fatigue hits.
Yeah, like it's
Like
like I played fucking like I played so many the open world games like back to back. I was like, look, I'm
that's what
fucking
pissed me off about
tired.
last year. That
No,
I'm getting more like last or was it last year was a big eye opener for me because
mm,
my dumbass is like, I'm gonna buy every fucking big open
Yeah.
world game, right?
yeah. See,
I'm gonna buy Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm gonna buy Watch Dogs Legion. I'm gonna buy what was that? Immortals Phoenix Rising.
Yeah.
yeah,
All
yeah,
three of
yeah.
them fuckers ask me how many I beat. Zero.
Yeah, son, I haven't even
Zero.
touched
Dude,
Immortals yet.
fucking
I haven't
zero.
even touched Immortals yet. Like I was
I
like, god
started them.
damn, like
And the thing is, I have like a solid like 30 hours in the Valhalla. A solid 30 hours.
yeah, me
And
too,
after like that
me
story,
too.
I've just gone where with it. I accidentally started the Wrath of Druids DLC, didn't even beat the main
Damn.
campaign. And then
Nah,
so
man.
like now I'm stuck in this Wrath of Druid bullshit. And I'm like, well, fuck, like, goddamn.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Like it's
um, Jay, are you? So, what are we putting this on anything or?
I'm on YouTube right now. We live.
Oh,
We live, baby. We live.
you didn't even send no link or anything. This is bullshit.
Yeah, we live, baby. We just chilling right now. That's
yeah,
all
nah,
it is.
no, we're just
Boom.
live. Oh,
Give me a link. Give me a link. So I can
Yep,
get in.
I'm sending that joint right now to
There it is.
everyone.
There it is. I didn't know that. That's what I was.
yeah,
Okay.
I wasn't hip, bro. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
let me
That's what I
know.
see.
Like,
That's what I see. I wanted.
But yeah, it's like end of the year wrap up.
Like it there?
Lights,
No,
lots of
that's fine.
games. Lots of games, obviously.
Yo, I'm
Mhm.
at. So real quick, since we're just bullshit and talking games and stuff, what is your guys' total so far for the year? Where are you guys at?
This year's been light for me. Hold up, I got my list right here.
yeah, for sure. Mine is at like 32, I think. Like I got like 32. So
13. Yeah, my 13 this year. Yeah, last year I beat more games than this year.
yeah, for sure. What's
I'm
up,
at-
Bless?
Yo!
Yo, what up, Bless?
What's
How you
Gucci?
doing, man? Dude,
What's up,
hella. By the way, hella fun time playing Halo with you guys last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
That shit was.
It was
wild.
great, dude. That's what I'm saying. When they get Forge up and shit, and there's gonna be a lot of people making maps and custom game modes, it's gonna be
That was-
really fun.
That was just a baller of a time, dude. I had so much fun playing. We need to do that, a couple more times more. That was great.
For sure. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
hopefully they get the big team battle matchmaking fine, so that we
Dude,
can
I
actually
felt
play it.
Like with like Halo, dude. I just felt, I don't know, that was like a great nostalgia feeling. Like
Mhm.
got everybody over there playing Halo for hours on end, just wrecking each other in private lobbies, trash talking bullshit. Dude, like that was a good feeling.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
fucking-
Really fun.
When fucking Coke wished death upon me, I was like, oh damn, they did. Like, I was like, oh, damn.
Yo, cause you had one
Like, you
job.
deserve to die. I'm like, holy shit.
You had
like,
one job. Yo, he killed
I
me
don't
when
know.
I was gonna kill Dulo for the Warthog turret. I was like, nah, man, you can't let me die.
Hey, I'm killing everybody. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it was just like I'm shooting anything. Like, so it was just like,
I did.
it was a free for all. Like,
Since we're talking multiplayer, I did actually buy Battlefield 2042, even though
mm,
Yeah, how you been liking that?
I picked it up on sale because I think it was like $45.
Mm-hmm.
I will say one thing: it's not like from. I'm glad I waited a month.
Oh yeah,
You know, I'm glad I waited a month after release because I think it's way like
It's
it felt
better
like
now.
from the beta that was in October to the game now, it's like a night and day difference. I was like, holy shit.
I told you
Like
after a couple
they actually
updates.
made a very, fleshed out. My thing is, I still don't think that $70 price tag should be there.
Yeah. That's
I
why
don't
I
think that-
waited
fuck
too.
no.
I got it on
Like that
PS5.
$70 price tag is just a little, like, I mean, mind you, they like I didn't pay 70, right? I paid 45 or it was like 47 or whatever because it was on sale. But that just I don't see what's in there that warrants
that price
price
tag.
tag.
That's
Yeah.
how steep it is.
Like I get, they're like 128 players, but let me tell you what. I remember this. I mean, mind you, the game don't exist anymore, nor does the studio. But like 128 players, I feel like is not anything to like. I don't know, like use as your reason why you're.
No, you talking about Mag?
Money. Yeah,
I mean,
because
it
like
depends.
Mag had
Mag.
250.
Yeah.
Now, mind you,
It depends because like
Zipper ain't around anymore. Mag don't is online, servers anymore. But I mean, it still had to. It was very ambitious title, right?
yeah.
There's 250 players, like all out warfare, like absolutely crazy. Like if you guys played Mag, you know how crazy that shit was. That shit was crazy.
Mag was insane on
Mind
PS3. I remember that game.
Mind you, that game ran like
It ran
I
like
can't.
shit.
It ran like shit. It straight up did.
This
But,
game at times
but-
runs like shit too.
but
Battlefield 2042
technically-
does.
Like technically though, speaking, like that is crazy what it could have done at that time. Like to think like back, that was what 2000,
2009 or 8, one of those
like
years.
2009. There was a game that was out that had 250 players, and we're just now like, look, we're at 128 players now. It's like I feel like we kind of regressed backwards, but I don't think that the amount of players in a match should equate to a higher dollar price. Like
Yeah, it shouldn't. The content has to match that as well.
Like and like I feel like at least from the like I've been just playing, I think like what All Out Ground Warfare or whatever that is.
All Out Warfare, yeah.
Like there isn't very many different maps, is there?
No, it's only 6 or 7, I believe. 6
Like
maps.
I feel like I'm playing the same, like because there is no server browser, right? Like not that I saw.
It's no
So,
server
like-
browser,
so, like,
no persistent
I
servers.
can only search, right? And a lot of times I'm just running into the same fucking map.
Yeah.
So like that's a little disappointing because like I feel like I've only played like 3 maps in that mode. I feel like I have not played the 7 that you're talking about. I mean, maybe I have, but like
No, you haven't played all of them. You're pretty like new to the game.
I mean,
Breakthrough is a
played
really
it.
fun game mode though. Breakthrough,
played
if you're focused on infantry, Breakthrough is definitely the game mode to play for.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to try. Like I was doing some like the team deathmatch stuff.
Yeah.
Just a little bit smaller scale. Which the team deathmatch maps, they feel familiar. Are they from Bad Company 2?
Have you played Portal?
I've not done the Portal.
Oh, the
stuff.
official TDM. The official TDM.
Yeah, I'm
playlist.
talking about the official like TDM.
It's the 2042 maps, but they're smaller scale. That's what it is.
Are you sure? Because I swear.
I don't know. I'm not sure
some of
because
these
I
maps
haven't
feel
touched it. I haven't touched TDM.
Like not all of them, but some of them feel like they're Bad Company 2 maps.
Yeah.
Like the small TDM maps that were in Bad Company 2. I swear they
probably
have
are.
to be in there. And not like I said, not all of them, but some of them definitely have to be.
Yeah, shit. I think they said that they did, like recycle familiar maps just for like people's nostalgia. Well, that isn't the reason, but I mean, that it's going to hit people hard.
Yeah.
Like, shit, if they played the maps before, then it's going to be something that they're familiar with. So, I've
been enjoying Bad 2048.
Yeah.
Like I gave it a lot of flack because that beta, but mind you, that beta was terrible. Like for them, like it's a beta. If you use betas for marketing, advertising purposes.
Yeah, for sure.
Very rarely are they being
Hey,
used.
we got Kiss
for
Smooth
what
in the
they're-
chat. What's good?
Oh,
Smooth?
What's up, kid?
Should hop in this conversation, man. End of the
I
year
miss you.
recap,
Feel
talk about
better,
Xbox,
baby.
PlayStation, everything,
feels
man.
like it's been forever.
Sorry, I'm like
What's
halfway
up?
paying attention because I'm playing a ranked match of Halo, but
Okay.
that game is absolute ass.
Oh man,
What game?
2042 is absolute ass.
like I knew that I
In
wasn't.
so many aspects, that game is just fucking so much worse than previous Battlefield in like so many aspects. It's not
Yeah,
even
it
funny.
definitely needs a lot of improvement for sure, and that's kind of the reason why I've been sticking with the game, because I want to provide my feedback to help make the game better, and they have been listening to community, unlike
I'll
Call of
just say
Duty.
from the beta that I played to now, it's like a night and day difference. Now I'm not comparing it to like I do think Battlefield. I mean, Bad Company 2 is my favorite. I love that, but Battlefield 4 was like my close second, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm just going off of that, Battlefield 4 obviously is still the way better game. But if I'm looking at Battlefield 2042 for just what it is itself, it has immensely improved over that beta. That beta was I hated everything
It
about
ran
that beta.
horribly.
And it was on Xbox Series XD. That beta was like, I was like, how is what?
And the game
Like,
still
I
has
didn't
little bugs
I
and
didn't buy
issues.
Call of Duty or the Battlefield this year, and that's crazy for me because usually like I would buy first person shooters, like like I would buy them, like I would
Yeah.
play them, beat them, whatever, have fun in them, but I just like avoided them. Like, and it wasn't even for the reception of other players. It was just like from what I saw, like I wasn't impressed at all. Like what I
Yeah.
played of like the betas and shit like that. Like I wasn't like blown away. I was like, damn, like, is it
Yeah.
really? Are
No,
you really about to drop this? Like, like
I
that was my thing. Are you really about to drop this? And I mean, like you can say that this uh pandemic has something to do with it. I know like everybody's tired of hearing about it,
No,
but
that
I
game.
mean this. No, I'm just saying. Like, I
That
mean, listen to what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying, it's just like this shit is still a factor, and it's still because you still have companies and devs still altering and shifting around their creative
yeah.
process because of
Battlefield's a
this. Like,
different
they're
story
still
though.
having people work at home. They're still
Well, I
having
mean, it's
so
still
like
everybody's still. I would
that.
say, like in some aspects, I kind of agree because a lot of these studios are still working from home, and there's just
Yeah.
something. There is without a doubt something completely different from working at home to working in like a studio with people
Oh,
around you.
absolutely,
But
for sure.
Battlefield
Like that.
2042 was put together last second because originally it was supposed to be a BR, and then they just swapped over to making a
I
traditional
mean,
Battlefield game, and that's what fucked up the development of that game. And now we see the state that
Mm.
it was in. That's the main issue. What happened with that game? COVID didn't impact that game at all. I can say the same thing about
I get
Vanguard
it.
as well. Vanguard wasn't impacted by COVID whatsoever.
yeah,
If
it's just
anything,
shitty devs
it's just bad
and
development cycles.
I don't know, like,
shitty
cause if they,
development.
because
Exactly.
if they delivered for y'all once before, what would be a new variable that would change that? It's just like
They
it's
they
like
Well,
made they
yeah,
made battle bro. They
time.
made literally Battlefield 2042 is a battle royale that they were like, oh shit, let's actually make it into a Battlefield game instead. That's literally all it is. There's
so
no
they
way in hell that that game was not originally supposed to be a battle royale. There's no
And
way.
you see it
Look
from
how
the specialists and everything.
how it's designed from bottom to top. It's literally designed to be a battle royale. But they just were like,
yeah.
They
oh
scrapped
shit,
it.
people will probably hate this, so let's actually switch back.
They
Well, it's
scrapped
because
it last second.
There's no
that battle royale that they didn't do very well, did it?
Yeah, what was it Firestorm
There-
on Battlefield 5?
Firestorm.
The
But I
fuck is
heard like
that?
low
Oh
key, like
yeah,
that was
I do
actually
remember
fire,
that.
just it didn't get a lot
There's
of.
no major changes that they can make to that game that will make it anywhere close to being as good as Battlefield 4. Literally, there's no
Yeah.
changes.
Yeah, the core design of
they would have to
2042 isn't
retool the
there.
entire game. They would need to remake a new game in order to make it anywhere near as good as like Battlefield 4.
And that's the thing.
Like,
They're putting together game modes, and they're trying to add content to the game, like weapons, attachments, camos, and stuff like that. Like Battlefield 4 came with all that stuff day one, and that's the biggest difference. Is like the game Battlefield 4, right? The infantry, the weapons, the vehicles were all built around that with the map design. There's times where I'm playing Battlefield 2042, and I have gameplay up right now. This is the perfect example where it's like, these flags are so far away on Conquest. These maps weren't built around Conquest. Breakthrough makes perfect sense.
The maps are terrible. The maps are awful. Every single one.
My big gripe, dude. Like, they're like 128 players, right? And then they got all this space, dude. Sometimes, like especially at the beginning, like the beginning of a round, right, dude? I feel like I'm running for 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Because if you don't get spawned in a vehicle right away, you can't get anywhere.
Now there's some good maps. There's some good maps like Manifest. Manifest is good. Discarded is okay. Orbital is really good. Caloscope is like the best map in the game.
There's like the one like you can't. There's certain instances, especially at the beginning, like that you just can't get. Like you can't get to the points fast enough.
Yeah.
And then there's like one time I'll run for like 10 or so minutes, right? and then just fucking get blasted by a sniper all the way across the
A
map.
sniper, or you run
No,
into like a
But that shit,
tank.
like I don't
And then
know.
I gotta
Like
sit
I've
there.
always had
I
that
gotta
type
sit
of
there
shit.
and fucking spawn, like wait to spawn.
What was the
try to-
battlefield? What was the battlefield that? My bad, what was the battlefield that had the? It was like a subway station, and it was in like Europe or
Battlefield
something.
Dude,
3,
Metro.
Battlefield
3, yeah,
3.
Operation
One
Metro.
of the
Metro.
best maps. One of
Okay,
Operation
yeah,
Metro.
was
that one.
great.
That one, I
Metro got
played
you
that one a
into
lot.
the fight quick. You
Yeah,
didn't
I
have
played
Three
that
was a
one
dick
great
around
game.
with
Like,
shit.
that was my jam.
That
There are
shit was-
no memorable maps in 2042.
Oh shit!
I will
There are
agree.
no-
I will agree.
There are
with
no
that.
memorable maps in that game.
Yeah, even 5 had some memorable maps, even though I didn't like the
Yeah.
maps in that game as much as I did
I
previous
just know
Battlefield games.
like Metro. Everybody knows Metro.
Yeah.
But that map was so
Caspian
damn good.
Border.
Hey, bro, that's why they put didn't they put Metro in Battlefield 4?
Oh, yeah, they did, yeah. With the DLC.
Yeah.
They put a couple of older maps
Yeah.
into
Yeah,
to
they
Battlefield
did.
4.
Because those were the better maps.
Yeah, it was in the DLC. It was in the DLC pack, and they put all those maps back. I mean, the base maps in Battlefield 4 were great, like Savat 311, Caesar Shanghai, Rogue Transmission, Hainan
bit-
Resort,
yeah.
like that game. Oh, Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker's another good one. Like they had some really good maps.
The base maps in Battlefield 4, yeah, definitely shit on. Like the worst Battlefield 4 map is better than like the best Battlefield 3
Yeah.
map.
What would you
Yeah,
think?
yeah.
What would you think is the worst one?
What's
This-
the all right? Let me look
Pars-
up the names.
What was it? Parcel Storm. I hate that fucking map.
I don't
I
even think
hate
it's
that
that
map.
bad. So I don't even think it's that bad. That's the one with
Oh,
the
no, actually,
multiple,
no.
like, the
Flood
multiple
Zone.
islands.
Flood Zone. Flood Zone's pretty bad.
What the?
Flood Zone?
Yeah, that
No,
map is
no.
ass.
I don't even hate that map. I don't.
No, that map
I
is
don't.
bad. It's okay. It's bad.
It's not.
It is though. It's alright. It's
But
alright.
it's not.
He said it's okay,
But it's not. It's so it's still I will play that map 10 times over any of the maps in 2042.
Hey man. Hey, it is what it is. Yo, we got Nick Bakes in the building. What's up, bro?
Hey, yo, what's
Oh,
up, Nick?
Yo,
got
Nick,
this, man.
he be playing that PS5.
Yeah, I be seeing him on there too.
Yeah,
I was like,
Yo,
You gotta add me on that PS5 though.
Yeah,
Add
that
me
man's a
up there.
pony, bro. He's a straight up pony
he's
now,
a straight up
dog.
pony.
that dude Smooth said he got the PS5 for clout. That shit was jokes, man.
Yeah, no, that was crazy.
Somebody said that?
No, remember Smooth said that when we were in the Xbox
Yeah,
Live
Smooth.
party?
Oh yeah. Let's smooth that. He not here?
He listening.
he
No, he
listening.
was
He in the
in-
chat.
He out.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
What's
Yeah,
up with
man,
you,
I
though?
got it for clout, man. I'm trying to see if I can get these numbers up, man. Follow me on
You
TikTok.
don't play
Follow
that
me on
dude, that's the way to do it.
Facebook.
Hey, become a PlayStation lover and an Xbox hater, dude, and you'll grow faster than anything.
Fuck yeah.
It's stupid. Stupid.
Yeah,
Dude, I would've
Besides
been
that,
blue,
man, I want to talk
I'm
about
about to
sweaty
become
dudes
I'm
on
about
this
to become a-
podcast right now.
What's up,
Funny dude.
man? What's up, man?
Dope boy and blessed fucking red with that pistol. God
Oh
damn.
man.
Yo, I ain't forget
It's too
about
real.
that day, bro.
It's too real, man.
I almost quit Halo, man.
You quit Halo?
Dudes, man.
It's
Like,
Don't-
you gotta watch out.
Don't tell me I retired
I'm
you.
about to quit Halo, bro.
Don't tell me I
No,
retired
PC
you.
dudes, baby.
Yeah, I'm not even
I
on
tried
PC,
out.
man. I play on controller.
I tried the controller shit. That shit is so fucking easy, bro.
What did I
This
tell
shit
you,
is
man?
crazy.
Controller and Halo Infinite, it's ridiculous.
This nigga blessed
That
red,
shit is
man.
fucking cheap though.
Nah.
I don't want to use that shit.
Ah man, stay with it, man. Once you join the dark side, it's a wrap, man. Aim assist on
Like
on, on Halo.
Like I've seen Cuz on a PC just like fucking wreck. Like I seen it, like he had like you know how like they have like the camera shit on their fingers to show what they pressing, then they show what they fucking doing. Like dude, like he,
I was
like,
thinking of
side
doing that one
boosted.
day. Just like the hand cam.
Yeah, show that. Yeah, do that shit. Like it was amazing. Like he sidestepped, like he side boosted and shot dude like 3 times with the pistol and was like out. I was like, what the fuck was
That's
that?
the biggest thing
Like-
about keyboard and mouse for me is my movement. It's like way better on keyboard and mouse. But my aim on
Yeah.
controllers is fucking nasty.
Yeah. Like that shit is crazy. Fucking robots, yo.
Yo, so
Oh my
it's
God.
it's the end of the year, right? You know, Xbox, PC, PS5, Switch. Yo, what's some of the most memorable experiences you guys had this year gaming?
Dude, for me, it'd probably be Halo for sure. Getting back on that Halo multiplayer, getting that feel back with like friends and stuff, just fucking playing for hours on end.
Yeah, no, we didn't have like
that
a
stuff
cast.
felt like because I was not I hated 5. I know lot of you guys liked 5. I hated it.
Nah, I thought everybody
It
hated
took everything
5 in
that
this
it took
podcast
everything that
except
I loved
me.
about Halo and like destroyed it.
We
for
hated
me.
5 campaign, but 5 multiplayer was good. Like I fucked
I
with 5
didn't. Well, I
multiplayer.
hated 5's. I mean, I hated all. 5 altogether. I did not like. 5 was
Yeah.
just bad all around.
I
And
like
so
5.
for Infinite to come out and Infinite to hit all the right notes for me,
Mhm.
especially in the multiplayer, other than the microtransactions, them fucking
Oh yeah, them motherfuckers getting
microtransactions are
retarded
getting
now, bro. I was like, oh no.
they get all ridiculous right now. They're like,
I was
hey,
like,
we
I
can't
love the cat
find
ears,
you.
but
So
damn.
not everything's all glory. Like I'm not gonna sit there and tout. Like I love the gameplay, I love the multiplayer, but yo, these guys released a fucking $20 voiceover pack or whatever.
Yay.
That was crazy.
Instead of
Like, I wasn't buying that
instead of
shit.
fixing big team battle,
$20 AI.
like instead of fixing big team battle, like that's why we couldn't. You know, when we were gaming and tried to play big team battle and we couldn't, it kept on fucking up because that shit's broken right now. It's broken for
Now
everybody.
get them cheaters the fuck out of there.
That's
Like
right.
trying to play like the little tactical zone where you gotta shoot people in the head. Like dudes be like can just retarded with that
Oh,
shit. I was
yeah.
like, bro, I can't get in here, bro. Like I don't know what it is.
But
The fucking bro, man, that's just Microsoft's thing. They have Game Pass and they charge crazy amounts for fucking microtransactions. They had to get
I know.
the
I
fucking
guess.
Gears 5. Look, wait, listen. Gears
no.
5 had fucking a $20 hoodie. Like
Oh man, that's
that
crazy.
existed. A
I
$20
didn't
Like
know.
I
hoodie.
guess I never paid attention to Gears. Like I
Yeah,
played it a
yeah,
little.
shit. I
Like,
never.
I played it, but I never literally spent a dime in Gears.
Hey,
Yeah,
those cat ears were $10. What happened to $2 microtransactions? Microsoft
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
even
nope,
like
$10.
COD
How did
Ghost.
they do that?
I ain't gonna lie.
Call of
I
Duty
ain't
had
gonna
a
lie,
$3 voice
$10.
pack.
Like,
So like here's my thing. I got
They
the
bugging out.
$10 cat ears.
charging $2 for microtransactions. I have not seen nobody charge $2 for shit
That
in
is
years.
definitely a thing.
We
$2
need
microtransactions are definitely things.
They,
That
oh
definitely
oh
I
is.
haven't
yeah.
seen that.
No,
Like
no,
you
they
think? Because
definitely
I'm
were
thinking about
because
like Fortnite
remember
and shit
the
like that. Like
I'm thinking of
remember,
multiple games. COD,
oh yeah.
Fortnite, like bunch of
Apex,
games.
Apex,
Like,
Apex
yeah,
has-
Call of Duty Ghost. Remember someone threw it out there. Call of Duty
Yeah.
Ghost. You could get a whole entire voiceover pack for Snoop Dogg. My guy,
$3.
Snoop
I had
Dogg for
that.
$3.
I had
I
that
Yeah,
bought
shit.
that shit.
Those
$3.
games cost $60 to $70, bro. You can't compare to microtransactions.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
that
Gears
still,
understand
5
that
Gears 5
argument.
was $60 and
Yeah,
that shit
Gears
had a
5 was
$20 hoodie, my guy.
it's the principle of how much are you
Yeah,
charging
dude,
for your
honestly,
No
microtransactions.
comment.
We need to stop.
hoodie.
We need to stop
Yeah,
calling
no
them.
comment.
Like literally, that's just Microsoft's. That's how just Microsoft is rolling right now.
But you also have to
Stop
look.
calling
You also have to
them
look at
They
priorities.
changed that with Gears though, didn't they?
They did.
What?
Well, I remember they were charging for a curb stomp, and that was when they got a really big amount of flack. When they charged
Yeah.
for the curb stomp, which has been in every fucking Gears of War,
Yeah,
Yeah.
every game.
they're over
Yeah.
there like, oh, we're gonna charge you for this execution. It's like, yo, this is
Like you gotta
I've
be
been able to
smart.
I
curb
got
stomp
one more
these
damage
forever.
control.
You know, Halo probably do the damn same damn thing. If they ever
Oh, hey.
bring back
Assassinations.
Assassinations,
Yo,
yeah,
oh
that's
my
gonna be
God,
that's gonna be
why they're
paywall.
not in the
Yo,
game.
I'm not gonna
They
complain. You know
definitely
why?
charging for that shit.
Yeah, but people complaining. The same people complaining are the same people saying they getting Game Pass for $1. And Bless Red on here, and he talking about he can get it for free by creating these alternate accounts. So
Oh,
you
man.
How the fuck
dudes
did
is
I
just-
ever say that? What are you talking about?
I asked you. It
lying
was
on my
you.
name. What?
No, hold on. On
Yeah.
Twitter, you made a
I've
post.
never said that.
No, you made a post, and it was me, you, and Jack Move on that post, and he was like, "Yo, I didn't know you can get the same because I was like, you got to get a new account to get a free Game Pass." You was like, "It's ways around that." I'm like, "What the hell?
Hmm?
Like, are you
Exposed?
stealing, nigga?"
Exposed?
No, you said free account to get a Game Pass.
To get a $1, people who was running around with $1. I'm like, damn, but you need.
Oh,
I can't
yeah,
get $1.
No. What I told you, I literally told you in that post that you don't have to make a new account for that shit. I've literally had $1 and then waited until they had another $1 and then used the same $1. Like, what?
So you're gonna wait? You're gonna wait? You're gonna wait a couple weeks?
I've never made multiple Microsoft accounts.
I just pay my
never done that.
$15 a month
Red,
and
you
call it a
lying,
day,
bro.
so I can't.
I've
confirm
literally
That's what
never
I do,
made
too.
a second Microsoft account, bro. What are you
So
talking
why
about?
can't I do it then, bro?
I don't
I
know.
pay like
But
$40
I'm telling you,
I ain't the only one.
I've had $1 and $2 Xbox Game Passes multiple times.
So it's
No, that's
possible,
fucking
but you don't know why.
I think if they give
I
you
don't
the
know
deal
why,
to
but
sign up,
it has
if they
happened.
give
I
you,
haven't. I'm literally
I
telling you, I've never had more than one account.
think
I'm
what he's
literally
talking
telling
about
you.
is if they give you the
I'm not
they'll give
lying.
you the deal to
No
resubscribe.
reason to.
Like
Yo,
I
What?
I
believe
didn't let my shit run out just to see if I can get the $1 thing, and I can't
I,
get it.
I believe if you do, they will.
All
Yeah,
I
but it
did.
takes a
No,
while.
I
It takes a
tried.
while. It takes a while for them to
Well,
give you
yeah,
that
it
$1
takes.
offer.
It's not like instant, right?
Yeah.
It's not like instantly. Like the second you let it go, you get the dollar. But like if you let it go for like 3 months or whatever, then they'll pop up and say, "Hey, subscribe to Game Pass for like $1." You know, for
Oh,
Nobody doing
this
yeah,
that. Ain't no
whole day.
real gamer gonna do that. That's
All I've
cheap.
ever
Oh,
done is just turned off recurring billing. Like I got the dollar one, and I turned off recurring billing, and then it came up again like, oh, $2 for 3 months. I was like, oh,
I
okay.
mean, but
I
you
turned it
low
back
key
on.
a pirate though, so we know you got them techniques
Yeah,
on
nigga, I
deck.
don't
So
believe.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you doing some other stuff, bro.
Why would I? What purpose
Yo,
would a game to lie?
this
What
dude,
would I
this
gain
dude
from lying,
got.
my guy?
I'm
I
just
literally
messing with you,
I told you I pirate games.
Uh,
What is a game? What do I gain from lying?
I'm
What
just
is there to
messing with you,
gain?
man.
Why
My
would I
man
lie?
is
We
a
trolling, we
pirate out
trolling
in the
you.
streets, bro.
There's
We
no
trolling you.
reason. There's no reason.
Man, it's R Caribbean.
Yeah, I pirate games. What's up? Like,
I
there's
mean,
no
Nah,
real
it's
reason to
all,
Sea of
lie.
Thieves
it's
out
all
here,
good.
bro.
It's all
Like he
good.
real Sea of Thieves. Like,
Yeah, that's the first Sea of
he
Thieves
playing.
right
He
there.
playing. Yeah, you know, he playing with these over here.
Yeah, the real shit.
Now I just $15 a month. I mean, I don't go through all the moops and stuff. I don't care.
I'm not gonna lie. This
Yeah,
year,
shit, I
this
pay
year was
like
lit for
every
Game
3
Pass
months.
though. This
Yeah, you
year,
like me, bro. I just do the points, and I get
Yeah.
it.
Well, like
And,
for me, dude, I mean, I did a couple. Like I updated my Google sheet, and that shit got put. I put it out there on Persona's post today, and he left me on
Yeah.
red. About like how much
what? How many games you beat?
yeah, how many games I played,
Shout out to Persona, man.
how many
No,
like
see,
how much
like my
money I
response.
saved, and
Shit, I said like
this dude left
15.
me on red because like I had a very good point.
You got the facts.
But my thing is like also when I factor in the how much I've gotten through Microsoft rewards, dude, I'm at $200 in Microsoft rewards this year.
Yeah.
Like that's how much that I've gotten from Microsoft just from playing games.
But like the thing is weird. Like it's just like I still buy the game. Like the ones that I beat, like I usually buy because I like them. The so shit is like I just like them, so I buy them. But
see, I don't do that. Like if I beat the game and I know I'm not going to go back to it, I'm not going to buy it.
no, that's,
Now there
that's
is
just a me thing.
Yeah,
like,
no,
like,
there
that's a me
is
thing. Like, I don't like
the Yakuza games that are leaving Game Pass. I'm gonna pick up those because they're on sale for like $5 right now.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. We got Dirt Griggity in the chat. What's good, bro? What's up?
Oh, Dirt
Yo, what's
Griggity.
up, Dirt?
Yeah, man. If you trying to pull up, man, pull up to the chat. We on the Planet Xbox Discord. So if you want to join the conversation, we're chilling.
Oh my god, I'm getting fucked up right now.
I have regular Game Pass now, though. I got the $10 joint. I got it because of Back for Blood, and I just kept it. I'm still playing Back for Blood.
So am I.
Well, once I'm done, I'm probably gonna turn it off again.
I'm gonna get on that game eventually.
I need to go back and revisit Back for Blood.
It's okay. Like I'm just trying to beat the story.
I liked it. It's just there's things I gotta clean up on it that I want to do.
Yeah, for sure. Yo, so
what
were some of your favorite games? What were some of your favorite games you guys played this year, man? New IPs or even like older games that you guys played for the first time this year?
I played.
Oh, man.
I played some of the first Ratchet and Clank games on PS2. Those games are so much better than the 2016 one. Holy shit!
Yeah, my brother agrees,
funny.
Though.
No, wait, you have to be specific though. It was a PS2 emulator. It wasn't an actual PS2.
Yeah, sure, yeah, whatever.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. The fuck, yeah, I played it on emulator. Yeah, like I played. What was it? I didn't play the original, but I played the second one, Going Commando. I played Up Your Arsenal, and then I played Deadlocked. I didn't fucking like Deadlocked, but Up Your Arsenal and Going Commando. Those games are fucking. Those shits are fucking masterpiece.
Oh my god.
Like the guns, the fucking the comedy, the skits and shit, like the commercials and shit. It's adult oriented. 2016 is so kid friendly. There's nothing like adult oriented about it, but that shit
Well,
was
they
so
had
adult
none of these
oriented.
games are
well,
like
they had
that.
like a film tied to that, didn't they too as well? Like that one in
Yeah, they
2016.
did.
So yeah, that's
Yeah, but I haven't heard anything about any adult oriented shit in the new game either. So
yeah.
There wasn't anything too
they
adult
had adult
oriented.
oriented fucking humor. That shit was good.
It was like one joke with Clank where he was a rivet and she like hit his antenna and then he started laughing. I was like, okay, I kind of get that, but that was it. Like,
Yeah.
That was it.
yeah, that was it. There wasn't anything. There wasn't anything too crazy in that game that was like, you know, like the old games at all. So,
Yeah,
but
like,
yeah,
man,
Ratchet was cool. I enjoyed my
different-
time on that game.
the different combat scenarios and like everything. And plus, those games had multiplayer. Would
Oh,
you look at that? Whatever happened to that? They got rid of that shit. I guess like the PS3 games, they were just like, nah, we're done with it.
Well, you know,
Or actually,
Sony
it might have
doesn't
been
care.
deadlocked what they were done with it.
Sony
They
doesn't
don't
give
know
a
how
fuck
to
about
make
multiplayer.
games.
Yeah, they don't.
It's just not their forte, dude. Every single one of their multiplayer games aren't really around anymore. And like people sit there and be like, "Well, Demon Souls. Demon Souls is not a multiplayer centric focused game. It has a multiplayer component on it. Same with Deathloop. You're not playing Deathloop to get on, hop on the sticks and fight some people. You're playing Deathloop to play through the campaign and stories. Like Sony has just been very lacking
Yeah.
when it comes to like multiplayer focused titles, and I hope.
Well, it
and I
isn't
wish-
their
and
focus
it-
though.
Yeah, and I wish
Yeah.
like for me like because they put out some really good multiplayer games, especially on the PS3 generation, dude.
PS3
took-
has
they
some
took
really good
risks
ones.
left and right. They
Resistance,
took
Killzone,
risks left and right, man. Yeah, Killzone, Resistance,
what was
Uncharted,
it, Starhawk.
like they were all Skyhawk War. They even did the Warhawk first. Warhawk was first, and the Skyhawk was just like the spiritual successor to it. But like you had all this like stuff that the PlayStation 3 generation, and then they just kind of like dropped it all with the PlayStation 4. Yeah, they had the Last of Us Factions, but Last of Us Factions was on PS3.
And
You know, yeah,
Killzone on PS4 wasn't that great. Shadowfall was
Shadowfall was.
But
I played some of it. That single player was unbearable, but the multiplayer was okay.
The only thing, and like people, I hate when people are like, comparing Shadowfall to like current games. It's like, yeah, we get Shadowfall was the eye candy for the PlayStation 4 launch, and that was it.
That was it.
You don't
Yeah.
hear anybody talk about how great that story was.
No one wants to play the story though.
You don't hear anybody talk about how fucking amazing the multiplayer is.
I tried to play the story early in the year. I was like, yo, this game is fucking garbage, dude. I dropped it so fast.
But then they'll sit there and be like, look at how great Killzone is compared to this game. You're still fucking playing Killzone? I guarantee you're not.
I want to know who you're talking
about. Show their trophies, man. Just be like, yo, show me your trophies and your time played on Killzone Shadowfall. That's all I need to know.
I'll say, I don't know who you're talking about, but I'll say this.
There's a lot of
I prefer Killzone 2 and 3 versus Horizon though. I think they're better games though.
Killzone, like I love Killzone 2 was the GOAT, man. The only thing, my only gripe about Killzone 2 was that it was very clunky to handle.
Yeah.
They
fixed that with 3. Fixed that with 3.
Yeah, they fixed it in 3, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's my only gripe with 2. 2 was a fucking perfect game.
The art design of that game is timeless.
2 was perfect.
Dude, I loved Killzone.
I loved the multiplayer was intense, but my only gripe with that entire game that I felt like held it back was like that was just so clunky to play.
Yeah.
I could not believe how clunky that game was to play. I was like, holy shit, they really out here. And plus that PS3, that DualShock 3 controller was just terrible.
Yeah, DualShock 3 was not good.
It didn't make anything better. Like, not only did you have this super clunky game, but then you had this fucking terrible, god-awful controller to go right alongside this clunky game.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you though. If they remaster it, I don't want them to change anything. Don't change how it fucking controls, because you're gonna lose some of the appeal. Fuck that.
Now, mind you, I would like again, this might be like if that frame rate was up, that might change just the how smooth it feels.
It was
You know,
actually
no,
the mechanics actually weren't that
Dude.
great though. Like in terms of movement, that's why I felt clunky, and they fixed it with 3. And I remember during that time, they had an interview speaking about that. Like, hey, like this was something that we never figured out with 2, but we figured out with 3 in the process of making it. And it's probably similar things that they're figuring out right now with Forbidden West. Like when they're making this game, like, oh, this is how we can make the combat significantly better. You know, movement. Like there's no vaulting. There's no vaulting in Horizon Zero Dawn. Like it's fucking weird. You can't hop rocks.
Yeah,
You can't?
just jump. You just jump. You just jump over.
You
it.
just
keep
jump.
jumping.
Like you can't vault. Like there's no vaulting mechanic in the game.
That's
I guess I did
crazy.
not realize that. It's been a while since. I
Yo,
played
I'm
it.
telling you, if you decide to get back on that game, you're gonna start like nitpicking the game. Like it's okay. That's why I gave it like a 6.5 because the game visually, the visuals carry the game a lot. There's certain sequences where the gameplay is good, but like I said, there's certain enemy types that the combat's just bad. Like giant
the
bird.
human combat was bad.
Oh yeah, the human combat's trash. Fuck
Yeah.
that. Like
Yeah, the humans did not seem like to be the best part for that game.
their AI was horrible. Like they definitely invested a lot of resources into the machines, and the humans were like, oh, we're gonna use like 0.5% of the CPU on this shit right here.
Like that shit, like I mean, it's like that, like I mean, Killzone was supposed to be like the Halo killer, and I guess at that time in my life, like I played so much Halo that I was like kind of like not hoping for that, but I was hoping for something fresh. And like Killzone, like the way it controlled and everything, and like the visual aesthetic, like the whole like the Hellghost and how dark it was and the red eyes. I was like, oh, this shit hard. So I was like, I really fucked with it. Like I was like, dude, like I hope Halo has some dark shit too. So it was just like I fell into that. But then when I had like a PS4 and I saw that Shadowfall was like it was Killzone, it was like those were like some of the first games. It was like the New Order, the Order and Killzone and all
Yeah,
that.
the
I was
launch
like, all right,
titles.
let me get Shadowfall. Yeah, and like I was like, all right, let me get this shit. And like I played it, and I was just like, this is not
This is mid.
what I wanted. Like, yeah, it just didn't feel right. Like I was shooting
People
this
talking
shit,
about
like,
people talk about Halo, man. Like, yo, Halo will stand the test of time. You
yeah,
know, like Halo's always gonna be around. We can't say the same thing about Killzone. Like, yeah, Killzone was
'Cause
definitely
I mean, for sure now.
great
'cause
for
they
its
fucking
time.
killed it.
The
They at
problem
least
is
they killed their website, which is basically saying, "Hey, we
don't fuck with it no more.
we don't fuck with Killzone anymore." They
the
let
biggest
that
problem
shit
with
go.
the biggest problem with Killzone is they destroyed the fucking story.
Oh
They
yeah,
like
Yo,
y'all
they
hate
did.
Halo 5, y'all hate Halo 5 story. They did that to Killzone. That's what they did. That's what Shadowfall was.
Agree.
They destroyed the story. So it's like
That's
that
I
like
felt
I didn't even want to play this story. Like once I knew what the fuck was happening, and then like we got to this like open-ish area, I'm like, I don't want to play this. Like it was boring as shit. Like, nah.
son, it
I
was.
don't even know how the game ends. I don't fucking know. I don't care. Because that
No,
story
like
was
I
ass.
beat it. Like you would hate. Like I hated the ending. Like when I got to the ending and I actually beat it, and like I got past that, I was like, "That's the fucking ending."
dude, I
Like I
couldn't
was like,
get
"Oh
30
my
minutes. I couldn't
god!"
get
Like
30 minutes into the game without dropping that shit. I said, fuck
I
this.
thought it was.
I will
more
say
to
the
it. Like,
the opening sequence was great. I did like the opening, like when you're in the city, the helicopter and shit.
yeah,
Like I thought that sequence was dope. Like that felt like it was
It
good.
looked cool. But
Yeah, well, yeah. But then like that looked
It
cool.
looked cool.
You're right. And then after that, like the whole entire soul of the game was missing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was definitely
It's like
a visual
they blew their
showcase.
entire budget on that like that scene, which
Yeah.
mind you was like the scene that they premiered like the game at the
yeah, they
E3
did.
or whatever. Like that's what they
Mhm.
used to show off the game. Was that whole
Yeah.
entire sequence. And so they just blew that entire load. And then they're like, okay, well, what do we do for the other 9 hours that people are gonna be playing this game? Well, I don't know. Make up bullshit.
like-
it definitely was
And then
bad.
they did.
Like that's what I'm saying. It's just like the amount, and I guess like I mean, from the start of last generation, into the start of this one, it was like I was very much like this graphical whore. Like it was just like things that look shiny. I equated that to like its quality. Like I felt like, I mean, all right, shit, it looks really good. Like this must be like some some high end shit. It's about to blow my mind, just like story wise, mechanically. Like it's gonna give me something that I haven't had. Like, but none of those things are like exclusively tied to each other. So it's like
Nope.
I
Yeah.
started to kind of like deviate from that shit. Like it was like, okay, this game looks good, but I mean, is it going to do something new for me? Like, is it going to give me like that inside experience? Is it going to give me like that limbo experience? Is it going to give me these things that are this like you can't get much like that anywhere, like a Little Nightmares or something like that? All of these indie games, like they may look like shit to people who have like 4K OLEDs and all this bullshit, but they're great experiences. And it was like when I saw Killzone Shadowfall, like I was like, damn, this thing looks amazing. Xbox ain't got shit that looked this good. So, and then I played it. I was like, damn, this is some shit. Like,
And then
I'm not
Rise Son of
impressed.
Rome came
Like,
out.
huh?
And then Rise Son of Rome came out.
In that one, like, it was like,
Dude,
Rise was good,
I
but
know,
I
like
wasn't like
I
blown away
know
by
a
that either. But
lot of people didn't like Rise. I love that shit. That
no,
shit
no,
was
Rise
cool.
was cool.
That's a
Like
game
I
that
fucked
needs
with Rise.
FPS boost for sure.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Well, I'm just
Absolutely.
just
You
saying
know-
like that game did one, it didn't review well, and I know from
Yeah.
from the general perception of like users, it wasn't well received. Like it wasn't
Mhm.
like super well received. But like I fucked with that, man. I
Yeah.
enjoyed
You know
that game.
that game using reshade has like ray tracing on PC, which is funny.
Mm.
Well, I didn't even know reshade could do that, but I saw Blaze was playing that shit and he showed off ray tracing. I'm like, what? Reshade does that? What?
Depends on the kind
They
of reshade
usually
you
just
got.
do they usually just do color palette swaps and shit. How the fuck did they pull
Yeah.
that off?
Yeah.
That's
It's
just funny.
interesting. It's interesting to see. Oh yeah, speaking of that, like yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Xbox low-key had a really good second half of the year. The beginning was kind of rough, but you know, they trended. They did FPS boosts, a lot of Game Pass announcements, day and dates for AAA games, and then they start to come out with their own games. Forza, Halo, what else? Yeah, Psychonauts 2. What other games they dropped? Gunk just recently dropped. Like they
Yeah,
started
no,
dropping
that's-
some
I like
titles.
Gunk was good. Gunk
Yeah,
was
Gunk,
good to me.
yeah.
Yo, people hated that game.
Yeah.
People
I
hated that
saw
shit. I
that.
saw ACG's review. He hated that shit.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
I
it's
would
like-
agree with. So I think what the meta was at like a 7, right? I think. Let me pull it up
Something
here.
like that. I believe so.
And I would agree with that score, but I don't think a 7's a bad score.
It's
Yeah,
not. It's not horrible.
Like 7's
shit, it's
like
an okay
is,
game.
is,
Shit, it's
is,
not-
is decent. Like yeah, it's at a
Yeah.
1, and it's at a 7. It's at a 71 critic and a 7 user score, which I would agree with that. But at the same time, I don't think that that's a bad score. Like that, like
Yeah, no.
that's still a score that's like worth me to play through. And I mean, it wasn't a super long game. I think it was like 7 hours, something like that.
Yeah, it was like 6
And like,
or
dude, that like I
5
felt like
hours,
the game
yeah.
was beautiful.
Wait, you said it was 7
like,
hours? I might have to play that because that's a quick experience.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
It's not
really
a super
short.
long
Like,
game.
it's not long.
Yeah.
And
no.
and it like it had a really good like the story was like lighthearted and stuff. Like I like the platforming, the exploration of the world. Fucking gorgeous game. Absolutely
Yeah,
gorgeous.
like it had kind of like this
It had a good aesthetic to it for sure. Like,
construction paper kind of like clay type of like look to it, and I was like, I really dug that. Like I was like, it looked really good. There wasn't like any type of like collectathon component to it, so it was just like straightforward, straight to it. It was just like, all right, you're cleaning shit, you're finding stuff out, like you're just trying to solve like the like weirdest gunk
yeah,
shit is
the
coming from, and
mystery of everything. Yeah.
yeah, like it was really simple, mechanically simple, very short, enjoyable. Like it's nothing to write home about. Like fucking, oh man, like these mechanics are like groundbreaking. No, but it was a
It was a decent game.
fun playthrough,
Simple fun,
and
simple
like
fun game. And like
yeah.
that and for some reason we live in a world where like a simple fun game is apparently something
like
to
you
rag
can't
on.
have fun. Yeah,
Like,
it's
if
like
it's not
they-
a 10 out of 10 masterpiece, it can't exist.
If it's
They
not a
just
90 on
don't play
if it's
for
not a
fun,
90 on
bro.
Metacritic, they don't want to play it allegedly.
Oh,
Allegedly,
that's what-
allegedly.
I'm like, really? Like, come on, man.
And that's the thing, man. Like the narrative has shifted so much now, where it's like Xbox has no games. Okay, you can run with that for past couple years, but you can't say the same argument now when they're coming out with quality games. So now what they try to do is they try to downplay the game. They try to shit on the
Yeah.
game.
Oh, yeah,
This
dude,
game
like,
has
it's fucking
this game
insane.
has popping, or this game doesn't have this level of detail. And it's like, yo, why can't you just appreciate the fact that there's actual competition happening on some level?
Yeah.
On some level, like just appreciate the fact that they're coming out with games. And the excuse is, oh, you know, I just want competition. That's why I shit on Xbox. But then as soon as Xbox is doing what they say that Xbox should do, they shift the
They don't
narrative.
get no fucking credit for it.
No,
Like,
no
I'll
credit
s-
whatsoever.
no
I'll
credit.
say-
Like it's like they already said for fucking 2022, it's confirmed that they have like I think like 20 or like 22 kind of like big titles slated for Game Pass already, and it's just like that's a lot. Like you gotta think
Yeah.
about, like that's a lot to think about. I mean, to think about what the caliber of these games will be. Like it's obviously gonna vary. Like they're not gonna all be like AAA bangers, but it's just like that's a good amount to start with. And
Yeah.
obviously more will come, like more deals will come, but it's just like, I mean, that's really good. And it was uh like I said, like they'll fucking deduct points for a game being fun or enjoyable. I thought that's what the fuck games were supposed to be, but I mean, it's just like,
Oh yeah, and that's the one thing I'm like people like gripe all that stuff about Halo, and then they'll be like, but it's, you know, they'll sit there because, you know, we're saying, well, I mean, fucking Halo, the gameplay and stuff is fun, like the story's great, and they're like, well, I'm gonna rag on all this stuff. It's like, but the fucking gameplay, the thing that I am playing is fucking phenomenal.
people
Like,
were griping about some of the
like
wildest shit. It was like, yeah, like the biomes are like it's boring. Like you're on like a fucking Halo ring. Like I don't think like it's ever
Oh yeah,
yeah,
where's
it
where's
had
it?
like
Where's the
Nah, nah, there could have
civilization?
been there definitely could have been different biomes. Nah, you bugging. We're like there could have
no,
been a
no, but it's
forest,
like
there could have been
A
hold up,
jungle.
snow,
There could be a jungle,
there could have
snow.
been a
let
Okay,
me
cool,
explain.
cool.
Let me
like
explain. Let
there's
me explain
definitely
my
they could
point.
have
Let me
definitely
explain
done
my
that.
point. When people say that, and I'm thinking like, okay, people wanted these like diverse areas filled with life and all of this shit. Your situation was very straightforward. Like the mission structure, like they're saying it's repetitive and all of that. You
Oh, it
don't have
definitely is.
hold up. You don't have a the diverse array of people around to give you these missions. Your mission was straight. It was to stop the banish. So that's why when they set up they set up these camps around the ring and all of that, you had to shut them down. Your shit was very straightforward. It was very straightforward. Like there was no like open-ended kind of like situation like a Far Cry where you could get like a diverse array of people that will give you all different things to do. This was very straightforward. You were landed on this ring, and I mean that was your mission to get it to shut the shit down. Like I don't know in what universe where it's like, okay, dude, like you're gonna drop on this ring, and there's like, yeah, can you go over here and stop this and stop that? You ain't even supposed to be on this bitch. Like none of us are supposed to be here right now.
I
It's
think
just
it's a
like this is all
I
potential.
just
mean,
like
but
It's a
I
potential
mean,
with it.
yeah, like you can make different story scenarios. Like
but it's like but
that
what you're
doesn't really make sense. Like in
no
that
the
case,
situ
they're being too lazy with the story. They're playing it safe. Like they could have done different stuff with the story.
like how if your situation
Like you're
if
telling me
you're
you
if
can't like there's no way to implement going to a different location where it is a different biome?
no,
Like
I'm not talking about the biome. I'm saying like mission structure pertaining to the story. Like the story was very straightforward. It was to handle the banished. Now, like if they release like expansion content and it's like the situation has like obviously ended where you have halted the banished situation for a little bit and he explores out and there are other problems that occur while on the ring, okay, that's different. But I mean, right here, this is what the focus was. It was to stop the banish, it was to shut the ring down, and that's just what it was. Like he wasn't going around talking to other people, the like, let's say, hey dude, like, should I have like an infestation of roaches on my farmland? Can you go over there and handle that? It's just like what do these people
So
want? It was just like
we're
it was
not talking
very
about like a,
straightforward.
yeah. So not obviously it wasn't gonna be like some open world RPG experience with a whole bunch of like lush
yeah,
side
that's why I
quests
don't
or some
understand why
Witcher
people
3
thought
shit.
it was gonna be like
It
that.
wasn't gonna
Like,
be that
Yeah,
at all. It's
like,
just
I didn't
a
think it was gonna be an
it's
RPG.
I
it's
wanted to
point
know
A
what they
it's
cut
point
out
A
of
to
the game.
point A to point B, but you have other stuff you can do like getting fobs, getting spawn
yeah,
cores, capturing these
but they
bases.
all tied to
The
each other, you know.
VIP targets.
Yeah, the targets,
Yeah,
like you
they
have
all
all
tied
that
to each
stuff.
other.
They all tie into each other in terms of you clearing out that particular area from the bandage, and there's obviously a greater threat to come. That's why the ending is what it is. If you haven't played the game or beaten it, so too bad. Like we're gonna fucking spoil this shit. Obviously Aatrox is still out there. Like he's
Of course.
there, he's gonna be a greater threat. So my assumption is there's gonna be more content. Can they
Oh
introduce?
yeah.
That's what. Yeah, I mean, there definitely is. They're gonna build off like. I think instead of them, making a whole new, game, it's just they're gonna build off of Infinite.
Yeah, build
Yeah,
off of
of course,
Infinite.
of course.
Add
And,
an
like,
entirely different map
I'm
for
okay
story.
with that because like I still felt like with Infinite, I felt like I got a complete story out of it. Like,
Yes,
I
absolutely.
didn't feel like they left it open, but I mean they just left it open to do more stuff.
To do more, yeah.
And
Like
so
it's not
when we
an
talk
actual
about like
conclusion.
any game that has like sequels and stuff, like that. I mean there's games that have sequels. That's their whole entire point is like to continue a story that's being written. So for this is no different than any other type of game. It's just they're gonna build it and just keep it in Infinite versus building a whole new game and wasting
Yeah,
resources
that's what I
to
think too.
like build
The
everything again.
expansions and stuff. Yeah,
And so
I think like shit, they're gonna add new biomes and shit with new story content. Where like your focus has shifted. Like it's maybe not to push back the occupation that the banished was doing. Maybe they're doing something else, or maybe something else arises while you're on the ring or traversing. Like how that game ended, it was just like it ended kind of like I said, it ended where I felt like you had Chief the weapon and your boy, I forgot his name. It was like it felt like Guardians, like how the first Guardians ended, where they all just kind of like left off and they went on their adventure. I feel like this leaves it open for Chief just to have like adventures, and they're all centered around like, all right, stopping the banish, the flood, the whenever they show up, and all of this shit. Like I was just like,
yeah, I
I
hope the
was
flood don't
excited.
show back up. I
Like,
don't
hey
want to
yo,
fight the flood, man. Flood's terrifying.
I want to fight. I want all the
I
smoke.
want to
Like I
fight the
want
flood.
everything.
Yeah,
Like it's just like,
they
just
hinted
give
at the
me all
flood
the
as well
smoke.
with the Cortana scene where she's like, "No, I don't want the flood. Like, what do you
Mm-hmm.
mean? Uh-uh."
Son, like I'm excited
And
for
the flood are contained on Halo rings. If people know that, like
yeah.
based on the lore, like the flood are contained in certain areas in the ring. You just
Mm-hmm.
can't let them out. Obviously we played other Halo games and we've seen what happened when the flood got
Yeah.
unleashed and they took over ships and everything, came to Earth. Like it's a major threat. So hopefully we see something with the flood in the future. Hopefully we get an
Oh
entirely
no.
new map with expansions and everything. So
No, look. They changed the biome, right? Like, let's say with these expansions, they changed the biome. You know how you have like extra Spartan cores towards the end. There's obviously gonna be more shit that they're gonna bring to it. Like
yeah.
more shit for you to put up on Chief.
9
There
Spartan
has to be.
cores.
Like I noticed that. I had so many Spartan
Yeah,
cores
they
I
left. I
have
was
should.
like, son, I
9,
don't
and I
have
never
nothing to
got the
upgrade.
achievement to get all the Spartan cores. I'm a little salty because
Yeah, the
there's
achievements are
Yeah, I
bugged in
missed
that game.
one.
there's none available on my map, and I have 9 extra, and I don't got that achievement.
Maybe your achievement haven't popped yet because I don't know.
There's
Actually,
achievements that don't
you're not
pop
playing on
until hop in the
PC.
game.
That should that shit will pop on your achievements will pop on PC like 2 weeks later. Sometimes that shit is
Yeah.
broken. That happens to ass.
That
Oh
game
my
is weird
god.
with
Like,
with achievements. It's I should have been gotten that one achievement where you stick enemies, and
yeah.
my progression meter does not move. It's stuck at
I haven't had
92%.
none of these issues though. Like that's fucking
It's
crazy. Like
stuck at 92%. I'm like, why? This is the only game that does this. The
Yeah.
only other game that I had that issue with was Modern Warfare for some reason, but they popped as soon as I got back on the game. I was like, okay,
yeah.
cool. Which that
But
game is
they're
fucking
definitely
broken now.
they're definitely gonna do like biomes in the
Mhm.
DLC, or I would expect them to do that. If they don't, that's fucking an L. Like how the
No,
fuck
that's an L. Like they don't do that. That's an L.
that's
That's
Yeah.
Well,
expected, honestly.
I mean, they
yeah.
left that ring, right? It seemed like they took off of that
Yeah,
ring.
yeah, they did.
Yeah, they
Like
took
they
off.
definitely did.
So
It
So
was
Yeah.
on like a
I feel like
desert.
yeah,
You
they're
don't see
gonna
where he was
be.
at.
You're gonna
Yeah.
because
But
they already got they already have what's it called what they trademarked a name,
a new name,
the
6
endless
or
The
7,
endless.
whatever.
yeah, the endless.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
the
already
endless. That's what it
trademarked like the thing called it was Halo Infinite the Endless. So we already know that there's gonna be like
Yeah.
more story coming, and
So the
it's
lady said the
gonna deal
endless
with the
will
endless.
return or some shit. So like she did say that. She was like the endless will
Yeah.
be whatever,
So
and I was
it's
just like,
probably
oh,
gonna
okay, all
be
right, bet.
whatever comes back out for it. It's probably gonna be that.
Yeah. No,
But
like
Probably.
I'm excited.
now about the criticism though. I mean, I mean, you already know a lot of people like to troll and shit, but not all that criticism was bad though. That
Yeah,
game does
no,
have
I
that
will
game does
say-
have a lot of problems.
I will
and
say
it was
I will
definitely repetitive.
the one thing I will agree
I didn't
is
find
the
it
actual
repetitive, but
the actual campaign missions, like the environments to the actual campaign missions. I did feel like I just felt like I was just going in the same corridors doing
The same shit.
that
It felt
that type of
it
same stuff. It's
but
just
you
and by
do
that
that
and,
with
and
to
by
me,
that
games,
it felt like
Push.
it felt like Halo CE with that, because like those
Yeah.
flood missions when you're in the library, I felt like I was on that mission for like 2 hours. I'm like,
Oh,
bro,
Okay,
what
now
is
that
this?
I can
It was the
agree
but
same
with.
then
shit.
That
like
I can agree with. Like that
but
shit was
I
wild.
didn't.
Like
My other gripe is I didn't feel like there was
ooh, you
any big set pieces.
fucking bitch.
Yeah,
Like
there's no big set pieces either.
there's
There's
no, and I think that was probably due to them putting it, like an open world game. It's kind of hard for them to do and make these like very set pieces. And so that was kind of one of my things I was a little bit worried about when they did do the semi-open world, and it did. It did happen. Like
It did change something,
the
yeah.
big set pieces and stuff that Halo's kind of known for. It did
Yeah.
lack in that department quite a bit. So that's my two gripes. Like the levels, the actual like campaign levels. Like while like the content in them, like the story and stuff, everything was like I enjoyed it. But everything kind of just was hitting relatively the same. And like the no big huge like set pieces and stuff. That's just like two.
What do you
things
guys think
that-
about the boss fights? Because I thought like
Ah,
some were okay.
on
It's better than
on
5.
Legendary, I had some bad times.
I thought it was okay.
It's better than 5 because 5 was one fucking boss throughout the entire game. Like the twins definitely presented a bit of a challenge for me.
Yeah, them motherfuckers.
Oh, the two red.
Are you talking about the twins? Bro,
Yeah.
I played the game on Legendary. I beat them on like my 3rd try. I wasn't sure if those were the twins that people were talking about. I'm like, is there another set of twins?
No, it's
'Cause
only one.
all I did was get a ghost.
Yeah, I
Just
got
kill
a
the guy in the
ghost.
and
I
just
got a
kill him.
ghost and
That
killed the
was easy.
one guy, but the other guy ran. Initially, I didn't grab a ghost because what they did was not only you fighting them, but they spawned a whole bunch of fucking NPCs around you, which is stupid. You couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's like it was
I
like
mean,
the most dumbest thing in the world.
I just took the ghost. The first thing I did was took the ghost and killed both of them.
But like
I was like, go to the vehicle.
that fight was pretty good. I think the fight against the 2 red hunters, that shit was annoying. I hated
Yeah,
that.
that was annoying.
Nah, those hunters were fucking annoying. 100%.
Really annoying. The last boss, the one chick, I washed her easy.
Oh yeah, she got washed.
She got washed. Like
Yeah,
I got the
like,
sentinel. I sentinel beamed her to death.
The with open world games, like I usually do like all the side quests, so I had like the wasp and shit by the time like
Yeah.
I was like handling this shit, so I just blew everything the fuck up. Like I was like, all right, well, I'll just
Oh.
lie up over you motherfuckers and bless this shit. Like
The Escheron boss fight on Legendary was fucking tough too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
That
he
motherfucker was chasing me, man. I'm like,
he was kind
Oh my
of
God.
yeah.
I
What
was out.
He would hammer you.
That grappling hook got in extra work there.
He
I
would
was
hammer
grappling
you
hooking everywhere.
every time. Oh, dude, that
yeah,
grab
nah,
hand-
should I put my dodge on for him? Like I put my dodge on. Like,
I will
love that
I will
dodge
grapple
shit. That
hook.
was
I will grapple hook then dodge. I was spamming both them shits to get away from him. 'Cause
God
once
damn,
he got enraged, I was like, yeah, I gotta get my
was-
Doom Eternal shit real quick.
He got a dip on
Yeah.
that man. He was so fast. I'm like, chill, chief.
Yeah, them motherfuckers was fast for some big dudes, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah,
like,
he would jump like 20 feet. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? There
I'm
was
like,
sometimes
this
I die.
motherfucker-
Like he'd be like, you like the long lane. He'd be down the lane, like down the hallway. He would
Yeah.
jump. And he would just like teleport towards. I'm like, bro, you
It
jumped
was-
that
that
far?
was wild.
They had
Like, I thought it
some
was-
crazy
I
boss
thought it was
fights for
funny
sure.
at first. Like, so I thought it was funny. Like, it was like I don't know. Like some of the things that people griped about, like I found something comedic in it, and it really didn't take away. It really didn't subtract from my experience. There's just certain things in games where I find it like funny. Like I'm just like, oh okay, all right.
I
this
think it's like,
motherfucker's
yo,
just, like
the elite boss fights were trash. Like the elites were getting. I watched the
Yeah,
elites.
elites?
They like
yeah.
Wait,
Halo.
which one is
Halo.
that? I forget.
There's
Oh,
there's a guy with the
I know
golden
what you
with the golden elite armor, and then there's the guy at the end that you fight to save
yeah,
the pilot.
like the Spartan killer.
Yeah, the
Oh
Spartan
yeah, I just
killer.
like jumped around and just
He-
used the tracking beacon thing.
Yeah, I used the
whatever.
motion sensors and I just
The
watched
motion
him with the
sensor.
shotgun. Like he was no challenge whatsoever. But like I don't know, Halo 2 had better elite boss fights when they tried to do boss fights in that game versus Halo Infinite. But overall, I think the boss fights weren't that bad inside Halo Infinite.
Yeah, shit, I think
Definitely a
they're
step up from
learning.
previous games. They know
They're
what they're
learning
doing.
for sure. Yeah.
And
They
that
learning
and
for sure.
Halo and Infinite didn't have like really any CGI cutscenes, right? There was
No,
no
it was
like
all an engine.
high quality shit.
I think other than the opening.
Yeah. The opening was
The opening was
CG.
it when fucking Master
Um,
Chief got his ass handed to him by Atriox.
everything
Yeah,
else,
yeah,
That
they
was
that's probably the only one.
they
that was
dropped
a
it
tough
to
scene to watch.
they dropped it to 30 frames for cutscenes and just made it the highest quality they possibly could in engine for those cutscenes.
Wait, those are
Mm.
30 frames? I don't even remember.
They dropped for 30 frames on me, at least on the Series X. I don't know about PC, but that shit dropped. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh no, that wasn't yeah, they didn't drop.
Because I played the
Yeah.
game on performance mode and I noticed that drop from 60 to 30 real fast.
That's kind of stupid. What the fuck?
Yeah. Like this shit. Like I mean,
They shouldn't have did that.
like
It's a good game though, but
yeah. This the only gripe I had. Like I mean, that was like negative was that like I wanted to be there longer. Like I don't know. Like I was like I wanted to play this motherfucker longer. Like it's like after the campaign, and I mean like the jumping into the multiplayer shit. It was just like the multiplayer was fun at first until like I just started noticing like motherfuckers was like Doctor Strange in this bitch or something. Like it was like I don't know what the fuck. I was like, what the
Doctor
fuck is
Strange
this? Like
in
how
this
is he
bitch?
even doing it? Like it was like,
Hey
yo, it
man,
was
that's
like
hours. That's hours of playing Halo, man. We got the vets on the game.
Yeah, you gotta
Sorry,
keep
son.
that.
Like I don't know, son. Like them motherfuckers was like
You fall
they
off
were
the if you
doing
fall
stuff
off of it,
that I've
man.
never seen before. Like I was just like,
Halo
what's
a
going
different
on?
animal, yo. You get washed in Halo. You can't just
Nah,
jump
bro.
in.
Like I've been playing Halo for years. Like it wasn't
Nah,
like
you
that.
you get
Like,
washed
it-
in Gears. Gears is where people get washed.
Gears. Yeah,
Yo.
Gears. Yeah, like
That's why I started playing
like
Halo 5. Not Halo 5, Gears
Both
5
of 'em
again.
were
Because I'm
good.
like, yo, I'm gotta get ready for Gears 6 when that drop. Because that's gonna be crazy.
oh man. Damn.
That's gonna be a
Like, it's-
different experience.
oh my god. Like it's just like I don't know. Like dudes was just like doing things that like I thought it was only me. Like I was like, all right, shit, maybe I'm shit. But then I just saw like people they was coming out like, yeah, like these motherfuckers is doing this, and they have like gameplay up, and I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. Like that the people are like able to see and like do shit that they're not supposed to be able to do. Like and I just felt like it really does hamper this shit. So it's just like I would really just want them to turn that shit off, like the crossplay shit, so I could just like play with regular people. Like
The fact that they haven't turned crossplay off is just a little weird
It should be an option.
because they're
yeah, make it
the
an
fact that it's
option.
not an
yeah,
option.
they don't have to
weird.
turn it off entirely.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying make it an option. Like, give me an option to play with just console players for fuck's
Probably
sake. And that'd
expose the PC side of it. How dead that shit is.
Oh man.
I mean, you can do. I mean, you can in ranked. You can do mouse and
Yeah,
keyboard.
you can
only
do
button.
solo. Yeah, you can put solo
for
or
real?
duo
Okay.
duo queues, and then you can just make it so it only finds mouse and keyboard players.
yeah, like
Or-
Like you said, how
or
dead it is,
controller.
bro. That shit is like 60,000
you
every
late.
day.
Nah,
What the fuck
nigga.
you mean
You
dead?
too late, bro. You
you
can't
say
respond that late.
60,000?
Like,
What do you
that's
mean
too late.
respond that late? He said that Halo is dead on PC. Nigga, what are you talking about? Look
I
at the
didn't say
Steam
that.
charts
That's-
alone.
That's not what I said.
Hey, you
I
said
so
you
they
said
get
expose it to be dead.
Yeah, man.
Hey man,
Nah,
Halo
it's
dead
more
on PC.
console players
Funny
on
is-
Halo than PC though. That's
Oh,
what.
Maybe,
yeah,
maybe I don't know.
I
Oh, there definitely
I
is.
don't
The
know how
player,
to look at those numbers.
nah, the
Of
player base
course.
is definitely bigger on console than PC for sure.
Yeah, Halo.
It's
ain't
just
even known
it's
to
just a home. It's just a home for it. That's That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey
But
man,
people use Steam
I
as
thought
like,
Sea
oh,
of
the
Thieves
game
was the
died. I'm
home
like,
for fucking,
bro.
you know. I thought Cuphead
Yeah,
was the
but
home
Halo-
for Xbox. Not
Halo
them.
is known to be on only console. It's the first time they actually released, one of the numbers.
Like brand new Halo.
Yeah.
Shit,
Game
Halo
day,
5
baby.
or is that still not on there yet?
Yeah,
It's
but I
not-
mean, we
it's
don't
not
have these
PC.
numbers though.
5 isn't on PC.
yeah.
We don't have the numbers to know for sure.
Yeah.
But
It's just
to
Super
other
17.
great experiences, y'all play Resident Evil Village, yo. One
I
of the
haven't
scariest
started
sequences.
it.
I love Village, man.
That shit has one of the
Village
scariest
lit.
sequences I've ever played in a fucking horror game.
Which
That
one?
shit was
The
fire.
baby
The
or
baby.
the
baby, dog.
oh god,
That
big
room,
ass baby.
That room before the baby too, like that shit was pressure because you like you don't know if a jump scare is coming. That shit is just dark, and then shit's happening around
Yeah,
you,
I love
and
it.
then
No,
got the
I
music
shoulda.
playing from the radio, and then you're
Yeah,
fucking around with a doll. Nah, bro,
I shoulda
you're
streamed that
waiting for a
shit,
jump
dude.
scare.
I should have streamed that shit because it was like my response to that. Like I think like I talked about it on the podcast when it came out. My response to that was like fucking I was like, holy shit, holy shit. I was like, no, no, and it was like the
Nah,
fucking baby was
Village was
coming
a
for me. I was freaking the fuck out. Like it was just like I had to pause the game. I was like, son, it's
You
like a
was
dead
scared.
baby coming after me. Like I was freaking the fuck out. Like, but it was like it was
You was
so
scared.
great. Like it was so great. Like it felt like something from like that I would get from like a Silent Hill, like the potential new Silent Hill. Like I was like,
Or
that was that
or Resident Evil
creepy.
2 when you walk through that hallway. Yo.
Yeah, like it was dope. Like I was just like, wow, like they really did this. Like I think that was the scariest part of the game. Everything else was just like action shit. I was busting fools' heads. I was like, get fuck out of here. But that baby had me like fucked up. I was like, don't do that. Right? Like, and I felt it. Like I was
yeah,
like, don't do that.
the
Like I felt
dollhouse got me, dude. Going through that dollhouse
Dollhouse was
no,
good.
where
fuck
there were
them
the
dogs. I
dolls
didn't care about the dogs.
everywhere.
Fuck them
The
dogs. I didn't care about that
the
shit.
And you
problem with
gotta
the
fight.
dollhouse is it was way too easy to beat the fucking boss. It
Well,
was too
yeah,
easy
it's
because
just
Oh well,
the
yeah,
sound made it obvious. If
yeah.
they would like, I don't know, if like made it echo or something, or not even echo, like bounce around your headphones or your audio system,
hmm
but then one area stays a little bit longer than usual or some shit. I don't know. It just made it too
yeah,
easy. It made it way too easy.
yeah. No, no. It
It,
was
it
like
lost it didn't have the same tension as it could have.
yeah, like it lost like a lot of this shit towards the end. Like when Cuz confirmed that like fucking Chris was like punching boulders and shit, so that's actually canon. I was like, damn, I thought they would have scrapped that,
Mhm.
but
Oh
not like
hell
that's
no.
actually canon. Like when he mentioned that, I
That's
was like,
crazy.
oh, that's doo doo. Like I was like, this man punching boulders. Like I actually kept that shit, and it
Yeah,
just felt
fucking
like
Chris
really
Redfield.
stupid with the
You put
huh?
respect on that man's name.
Son, that
I,
shit was trash, bro. Like I'm sorry.
No,
Like
I
I'm
love
sorry.
Resident Evil 5. That
I
it was
hate
not
Resident Evil 5.
it's
That
not the
shit.
best Resident Evil game, but man, that was a fun ass game to play in co-op.
Five was
That
fun in
game,
Yeah,
co-op for
co-op, yeah,
that
for
game
sure.
was
sure.
fun. Not it was not a
Yeah.
good Resident Evil game by any means,
Yeah, no.
but it was a
Like
fucking great game to play co-op.
yeah, for sure. Like I just couldn't get past that shit. It was just comedic to me, like him punching a rock. I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like you're
but
not like
Yeah, there was a couple
man,
of games that came out this year that I have, but I haven't like either gone to or haven't been like Immortals Phoenix Rising. I haven't gone
yeah,
too deep
same.
into.
that came out last year.
Oh, that was last year?
Yeah.
No, that was.
Yeah.
I swear that was.
That was December.
No.
I beat it this year. It was my first game I beat
Oh
this year,
yeah,
but it
you're
came out
right.
last
You're
year.
right. You're right. It did come out last year. I bought the game this year. All right, but you know all the games like Near Replicant,
Yeah,
which
that
is
too.
Fuck that game.
a remake. Damn. I
Damn.
mean that's on PC though, so yeah, you can hold
Automata is
that.
so much fucking better. I'm
You can
sorry.
hold that.
Hey yo, what y'all get out of the sales during the holidays? Did y'all get any good
Oh,
games in the
hold
sales?
up. You said sales? Of course.
No.
No, see, I got a bunch of games.
Bro, I
Like,
got
don't know.
2K.
This
I got
retarded.
2K22 on Xbox.
Oh, there's one game I want to talk about.
Hitman 3, Watch Dogs Legion, Resident Evil Village. Of course, I have to get that on sale.
Mm.
And what else did I get? I got something else. I forgot. Oh yeah, Vanguard on Xbox. I think I regret that purchase. Honestly, I should not have bought Vanguard on console. What the fuck was I thinking?
All right. So I didn't buy this game on sale, but this is another game. This is not a game you can beat. But this game is fucking so fucking cool. Jay, you got to play this shit with me. You got to buy this shit.
Okay.
It's in early access on PC. I don't know if it's gonna ever come to consoles. This shit called was it, fuck, I forgot the name. Ready or Not. Ready or Not, the tactical shooter. That shit is so fucking intense and fucking sick.
I think
love
that
it.
is on PlayStation, ain't it?
No, it's not. It's in early access on PC. There's no way.
I added it to my wish list right now.
I heard of that.
I'll look up some gameplay on this. See how it is.
That shit is. It's literally. You guys ever heard of the SWAT games? It's literally like SWAT 4,
Yeah.
or like the old Rainbow Six games where you have to plan out and shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Like nowhere you're gonna go. It's not. There's no planning phase technically, but it's so fucking sick. But basically, you go from room to room. It's PVE. You're just right there. There was a player versus player. They're gonna fix it. It's kind of janky. They took it out, but the fucking PvE, basically you're just going through room to room and you're just fucking, the sound design is crazy. You're trying to save all the civilians and kill all the enemies or subdue them. Like I think you can arrest them and like it's so fucking cool. Like civilians be having guns and you have to wait to see if they're gonna like react. It's like you have to press the button to tell them to put down their gun. And they may react or they may blast you, and it's a realistic shooter. Like the mechanics where like if you shoot your gun and then you reload, you keep that clip as long as you didn't you keep that clip as long as you didn't fully like deplete the mag. And then you can just cycle back to it.
There was
like ultra realistic.
Didn't Rainbow Six Vegas do that? I think Vegas did that.
Yeah, like old like tactical shooters did it. Yeah. So it's not anything like new to tactical shooters, but I'm just telling you, it's like, a tactical
most
shooter.
games don't do that anymore. Like
but it's
I was just saying like that's a detail that used to be a big thing, and then it kind of stopped being a big thing.
Yeah.
But I was just
saying, it'll get annoying though. Shit, if you running and gunning, it'll get annoying. Shit, if you don't like empty a mag and it's just like, all right, bruh. Like so. No, that's what's up. Like the fuck game. And you say shit is just for PC for right now. Like
it's just PC, and there's like no running. You're walking everywhere. These terrorists, they have great aim. They'll kill you in like 2 shots. The sound design is great. It has the high dynamic range when it could be very quiet and have like some ambient sounds, and then when shots fire, them shits is loud. And and sometimes it'll terrify you because like you'll just be like going through a room or something, and then an enemy sees you, or they'll hear you through a door and they'll start fucking shooting. That shit is
Damn, AI sound horror you in the game?
AI can sound horror, yeah.
Oh my god,
it's so fucking good. There's flashbangs. Like, there's a device to look under doors to like look into the room. You can kick doors down. You can shotgun the door handle and bust it open.
Yeah, like, hinges. So can you shoot the hinges of the door and like knock it like that?
I haven't tried the hinges, but you can definitely shoot the door itself, like the door handle. You can make holes in the door. You can kill people through objects, and it shit's fire. I love it.
No, that's tight. That sounds good.
It's super cool.
I definitely gotta give that a look for sure. I saved that on my wish list. I'm waiting for Icarus to get patched on PC because that game is fucking ridiculous. Like, it's a really good open world survival RPG, but it's like so early into its access. Like that game should be an early access game, but it's not. I don't know why it's not, but that's a game I was looking forward to. But then, yeah, it's an actual release game. I seen it on the PC gaming show like a year ago, and I was like, oh, this is a really cool concept. And then, yeah, it comes out and it runs like shit, like really bad.
No.
Yo, I picked up Ni no Kuni 2 and all see for $12.99, man. Goodbye.
Yeah, Ni no Kuni's lit. Like I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it for sure. Like
I'm like on chapter like 6 right now.
Yeah, when you trying to get some smoke and some fighting games, Nick? What's up, man?
Well, Street Fighter 5. I got Blaze. I got Blaze Blue.
Trash Blue.
Blaze Blue.
What are you playing on? You playing on the Xbox or the PS5? Let me know. You can get it where you want it.
I got that cross tag and I got Street Fighter 5. That's what I got right now on the PlayStation.
I mean, on Xbox,
you got on the Xbox, man. Like that's all I can play, man.
You can't play anything else. No Tekken, no Mortal Kombat. I mean, Mortal Kombat you get washed, so yeah, you ain't touching that.
Yeah, probably. We can play some Mortal Kombat though. I think I got it downloaded. Do I? Nah, I ain't got it.
Yeah, I got MK11, MKX downloaded. So you're lucky MK9 ain't backwards compatible, man. I used to really do people dirty in that game.
Nah, man.
That game was lit.
I wonder what they're gonna do with the next Madden now that Madden passed.
I think they'll still do it. You know, Madden 23.
Make some money, they're gonna do it.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're gonna cut a big check for that.
Yeah, shit. I wish I was fucking good at fighting games, bro. Like I know people who whip my ass at a fighting game.
It's just a time investment. I haven't played fighting games like I used to.
Fighting games, bro. That's all.
But
No, like I
time.
played
Yeah,
it,
you have to
but I know when it
practice,
comes
get your
practice.
to
ass
Not just play online. You have to practice.
practice,
yeah,
practice. That
And you
shit's
got to play against
crazy.
people
Like
who
study
good, man.
matchups and shit.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember I used to play a lot of like Tekken, Mortal Kombat and stuff, and then I just fell off that train. I don't know, first person shooters has been my thing for years though. Like those are the games I can really put time into, but I'm like, yo, let me go back and play like MK10, MK11, beat those story and like find out like which characters I'm good with in that game and just run with it. Tekken, I know who I'm good with. My thing is like learning new characters in Tekken's like that's a real time investment because you got to learn how they move, their mechanics, defense with them. Because Tekken is very I'll say the defense is very skilled inside those games versus like a Street
Yeah,
Fighter.
it is.
Very skilled.
Tekken, Soul Calibur. I like Soul Calibur.
yeah, Soul
Yeah,
Calibur is good.
I haven't played
That's
Soul
what I played.
Calibur in like over a decade though. That's my problem. Like, I haven't touched any of the newer ones.
Nah, the new one good. It's pretty good. They
Yeah.
got a lot of characters too.
Do they still got that game on Game Pass or no? They took it off.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's still in there.
Okay.
They got Nia in there. The chick from Nia.
That's cool, man.
A lot of characters.
They do?
Yeah.
Yeah, to be.
Yeah. Oh shit. Damn. Oh my god.
The game looks good too.
Yeah,
I like that better than Tekken, but I know Tekken is a bigger franchise.
Yeah, it's a bigger community as well on Tekken versus
Soul Calibur is more interesting
SoCal.
in my opinion.
I actually like the story of Tekken and some of the characters. Like they got some pretty interesting characters in Tekken in my opinion. Especially as they went throughout the years, like they've grown the cast of Tekken and yeah, I really like the characters inside that game. I like how they keep a big roster too, unlike Street Fighter where they fucking drip feed you content over like different editions of the game. Like Super Street Fighter 5, Ultra Street Fighter 5, and we're bringing back these old characters, and it's like, yo, you should have launched with all these characters to begin with, or at least the majority of them. Crazy.
Yeah, they doing that with all fighting games now. It's like you can't even really like.
Yeah.
You got Mortal Kombat selling you characters. You got Killer Instinct. You got Street Fighter. You got
but yo, Mortal Kombat is giving you their full like. At least you get in the main roster of dudes that you actually give a shit about.
When you first come out, if you're a day one buyer, you're not. You're getting, they're gonna come out
like
with an ultimate edition.
Like that you're gonna get Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Raiden, Sub-Zero, Scorpion. Like you're gonna get those dudes day one. And then all the other dudes are gonna come in like Kenshi and stuff like that. Like those dudes are gonna come in right afterwards, and it will spice things up. Or even like when they put Shang Tsung in MK11, I was like, oh shit, like that's pretty lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, look, we used to get all those characters. You used to buy Mortal Kombat with like 30 characters on it.
Yeah, you're right.
You had to pay the extra DLC, so it's like they kind of
they switch it up for sure for monetary reasons.
What I'm saying. Like we can't be mad.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. Fighting games are getting back to where they were. Like I still think 360 PS3 generation was the best like generation for fighting games in my opinion. In terms of like the variety of different fighting games across both platforms, it was great. But what was you guys' biggest disappointments of the year? Like game announcements. I mean, yeah, you ain't like that. Or game launches. I think for Nintendo fans, it was that Kingdom Hearts fucking cloud play shit.
Like, God if they cared about it, that was a fucking
You're telling me you can't get PlayStation 2 games run natively on a Switch?
I mean, Square Enix overall has been pretty disappointing this entire year with like the shit they've been doing. They threw the one studio under the bus for Outriders. They threw them under the bus. They threw Avengers under the bus.
Bro, they love throwing studios under the bus, bro.
They
fucking hate Crystal Dynamics, bro. They hate them motherfuckers' soul, like, bro.
Oh yeah,
we work for you.
That's true.
Microsoft just buy them.
Tomb Raider didn't sell enough at 6 million, bro. What the?
Only thing they care about is that Sony bag.
Was you talking about? Yeah,
that's the only games they make right. Is the ones they make for Sony. Like it's like they got a gun to their head. Like,
hey man, should they know them fans, bro? Like they gonna come for them. Like they know them fans. They gonna meet them outside. So they threw
afraid. They threw everyone under the bus. But you know what's crazy about we talked about this months ago about the Outrider situation. The demo wasn't great. pre-orders weren't great. They threw the shit into Game Pass day and date, which I'm pretty sure Microsoft paid nothing for that, like if anything, because like the engagement wasn't there. Like there was no hype around that game whatsoever.
Nah, that jump like if they didn't put that shit up in Game Pass, I'd have never touched it.
Then you look at
They'd
the
been like,
Avengers
damn.
situation as well. Like look at what they did with the Avengers. Like they try to make it a games as a service game, which wasn't good. It wasn't a good idea whatsoever. And then we seen the state of that game, and they try to throw both studios under the bus. And it's like, hey, like you're the publisher, you're the one who's like, yo, this is how you should make your game. They get final say in everything because they're funding this shit. I don't know, like the PC port for 7 Remake. What the fuck was that?
It seems like Square Enix, like almost every port that they've done to PC without Nexus is ass. The only one that's not ass is Guardians. But even Guardians has some shit like hasn't been addressed by Eidos. I guess Eidos did it themselves. I don't know. But like that shit still has some that they haven't addressed. Like the LOD management. The LOD management is worse than the console version, and there's no setting to fix that, and it's never been fixed. So
yeah, that's a damn shame, dude. I don't know that. Yeah, they definitely been very disappointing this entire year. Like Square Enix and the way they've been moving for sure. There's a couple of other things that came out that was like what the fuck? Like what's happening? I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
Man, it's just them trying to force $70 on PC though, and shit PC ports.
Yeah, not only is it $70, but they're shit ports.
Shit port, and bro, there was somebody in a different Discord that was just like trying to defend $70. Man, it's not even 70. You got the $10 coupon, epic coupon. Nigga, shut up. That shit is still a shit port anyway. You know who you are, Trey. That shit is still a shit port, man. No defending that shit, man. Fuck Square Enix. Guardians is a good game though, but fuck no.
Yeah, shit.
I fuck with Eidos.
Yeah, see, but I hear like a bunch of people like they talk about it highly, so it's just like I can't wait to really get into it.
Yeah.
This is like a couple like easy games that I just want to beat. That so like I don't have them on, but like. I mean, I'm gonna be playing Destiny into the new year, so I mean that's what. Like, I'm not playing like much else except some easy gamer score ones, and I'm just stuck in Destiny, just grinding.
Yeah, I'll play the game back into that game anytime soon.
With Guardians, whoever marketed that game, they need to be fired.
Oh yeah,
100%.
They did that game so dirty with this marketing because, like, dude, when it first got shown, dude,
no one liked it marketing wise besides like Jay Barry. That was it. He's like the only person that was like, "Yo, this game looks good."
I was like, I'm a little suspicious about this game. You know, like it doesn't look like it runs good. It doesn't look like it's something that I'd be interested in. Like, but I like I like Guardians, so I wasn't a day one buyer because the way that they marketed that game. Yeah, sure. Like I think a couple like conferences later, it started to look better. But that first showing of it was still like
nah, you know we're showing.
And I'm like, this has got what it had Square attached to it, right?
Yeah.
Who published it, right? Square did. So like you already got like Square's like, well they dogged on the
Avengers,
Avengers.
Here we go again.
So I'm like, dude, so like just instantly you're like, oh here, fuck, dude, like this is gonna be the start of another disappointing game. And let me tell you what, that game did not. I feel like it should have sold way better than what it did because it was just that marketing. And mind you, I think it's
not that bad. It's not. That
I think part of it. Well, part of it I believe is because of how sour Avengers still is to everybody.
Oh yeah, people still think like it's Avengers-esque, which is not. But you already know, like people had to convince motherfuckers to play that game. It's like, yo, it's not. We promise you, we played this game. We thought it was Avengers, but it's not. People are like, I don't know. Like people are still on that type of vibe.
Yo, I have a hot take I'm gonna make about another Square Enix game that's coming out in 2022 named Forspoken. I think that game is not going to perform well. Um, might be a borderline fucking flop. Yo, there are people who are
Game looks like a
legit.
tech demo.
People are capping for this shit, and I'm like, yo, one, the performance looks horrible, like
Yeah.
garbage.
That
No,
showcase
like,
didn't
it
look
does,
that
bro.
4 minutes on
Yo,
IGN did not look that great.
they
They
removed
deleted
the
that.
trailer. They
They
removed the
deleted that.
trailer. I said
They deleted that
no.
They deleted it. They're like, they're
Yeah,
like,
they
nah,
took-
we gonna put
Yes,
this
they
back in the
did.
draft.
They
They
took that
deleted
shit
that?
down. Yo,
Yeah.
people try to cap. I think I was in Persona stream. I was like, yo, Persona, bro, be dead ass, man. This gameplay, the performance does not look good. And he was like, yeah, you're right. Like, this shit does not look that great. And I was like, listen, there's nothing happening in the open world. Like, yo, people talk about Halo. Nah, man.
Wait till you get to like a fantasy game that is supposed to be like that.
This is a
Very.
quote unquote next gen only experience, right?
And that frame rate was struggling.
That frame rate was struggling
Yeah,
horribly.
I
The
feel like-
combat was
like,
okay.
we are
juddery,
in-
though.
We are in a time where the new generation's here, right? Stop showing these games off at 30 FPS.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying,
real
though.
talk.
Show them at
we
60
want the
FPS.
performance mode, man. At least
I want
if
the
they
performance,
Fucking
bro.
show them off at 60 FPS. No one's gonna be able to see the 4K resolution in a compressed YouTube video.
Exactly.
You know what we can see? We can see how fucking smooth that game runs.
Smooth it move, yeah.
or at least if anything
ah.
on your YouTube channel later on, post 60 FPS content too.
Yeah.
Post
After the
another
fact.
trailer at 60 FPS.
I'm just
Just
tired
tile
of
it-
seeing like these games, and I'm like,
come on.
like
bro.
I remember when Horizon debuted, I was like, is this gonna have a 60 FPS mode? Because this, I mean, mind you, the game looks beautiful, but dude, I would rather have 60 FPS than whatever resolution this shit's running at.
Mhm.
And so like that was like, and then they're like,
saying.
oh
They
yeah,
didn't get
the
that
game
far in
will
the
have.
game yet.
We haven't
They're like-
seen how the game looked really, because I ain't playing in that mode.
Well, yeah, I know that's what
30
I'm
FPS.
saying. Like, I don't know what Forbidden West is gonna look like in 60 FPS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You know, they're only showing it at that 30 with the 4K, stuff. And mind you, the game looks beautiful, but is that
No,
gonna
but they
be
know
experience?
so many people like they stuck on that shit. Like they're stuck on what it looks like, and it's like, bro, I literally played fucking Uncharted 4 at like 1080p whatever, and like it was like the game like the artist did, and I said this like a long time ago before like fucking old man joined the cast. It was just like that game, like the artist detail wise, like they did such a amazing job. Where it's like the detail of like the books, the stone textures, the shadow in between the stone. I was like, yo, this shit looks crazy. That's because like the artist did their job, like they handled their business. Like you could play something at 1080p and like that shit will still like hit. Like, and I was just like, it all that 4K shit. Like, all right, yeah, like it looks like sharper or whatever, but I don't give a fuck. Like I want to play at 60 or higher. That's what I want. Like if I could feel that.
Yeah,
like,
art direction definitely does
yo.
go a long way for sure. Like yeah, like all right, let's say Horizon Forbidden West drops to like 1800p or like I don't know, some sort of like
yeah, it should have like 1440 or whatever. Like,
yeah, at 60. I still think the
Yeah.
game will look good and play
Hell
really
yeah.
really well.
Yeah,
But like
I mean, I'm
but like
on to
for
play it on a
Forspoken,
1440
Forspoken in my opinion looks okay at best and
I'll
doesn't
tell
look
you what,
like it
that
plays
character model
well.
did not look
The
like
draw-
what
the-
it did in that trailer that it showed.
The dog,
She did
the
not
dog
look like
difference is great. I'll say
some of the
that.
some of the dialogue is like cheesy as fucking. That's where I was looking at it like I don't know, like those things are just like stickler things for me. Like it's just like I deducted points from the Matrix because of that shit too.
Yeah.
Like I was like some of them, I just laughed through that whole fucking.
That
movie.
game's
Just like
looking spooky
So-
though. Like they
Yeah,
removed
no,
they removed the gameplay trailer. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like you guys aren't
Oh,
feeling
So
confident in
they're
this?
that embarrassed of showing that.
Yeah,
Do you think
kind
they'll
of
come out,
stuff.
May? Do you
I
think they'll
don't-
put- I bet if there's any delay that's gonna happen, it's gonna be that.
I wonder what that
Probably.
performance mode gonna look like. If they do a performance mode, I wonder what it's gonna look like.
Probably because
Yeah.
like that game, like I said, it's getting way too much hype. Like Forspoken, I don't think it's going to be a great game. I think it's gonna
Nah.
be a decent game. Now, Forspoken's coming out in May,
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
so
what I'm
May
saying. Like, if there's
24th.
gonna be a
Like,
game, if there's gonna be a game that gets delayed, it's gonna be that.
but I think that game is gonna get overshadowed by other releases that year. Like, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think that game's gonna be one of the oh my god you have to play it type games in 2022 because of the sheer amount of bangers that's already been announced for that year.
Yeah, slated to come out. Yeah, for sure.
So
Like,
a lot
I
of it,
was,
I think, is just propaganda. Like people trying to hype up a game just because it's on PlayStation. Like, oh, look at this game, but
yeah.
like, yo, we're seeing this. Like,
Uh-oh.
it's not panning out well at all.
Oh, man, you just hating, man.
Oh man, you already know,
No,
man. You got to
man.
get that hater cap on.
Man, I'm just hating now. I'm just hating now because they're trying to charge $70 on this game. Fuck this game.
Yeah,
Nah.
I think Coke Boy hating though, but you know,
I was
look like a good game, man. In my opinion,
It
For
looks
Forspoken?
alright. Like,
I was
Aw,
interested
man.
in buying. I was interested in buying Forspoken regardless, but it does. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. It always looked like a tech demo. It always did.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It
Like,
always
it
did.
has those tech demo vibes. Yeah, like it
Yeah.
definitely does.
I don't
Like,
like.
it kind of has
they're-
like that the order vibe. Like, you feel me? Like, it's just like
Yeah.
shit. It looks good. Like, and it's just like, but it's very
It doesn't
shallow.
look like. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of substance in terms of gameplay. Like you're going to have some electricity move. You probably have like elemental moves, but like not a ton of them. And then I don't know how, like, are they even going to do side missions? Who fucking knows? But I don't know. It just doesn't seem like there's going to be a lot of girth to it. But I'll play it. I ain't buying it, but I'll play it.
Like fucking like
Oh yeah.
straightforward.
I'm in
It'll
the
be
same
like
boat as you, man. Like,
A to B.
send me the link when the link comes out, okay?
I got you, dog.
Yeah.
hey, look, Coke Boy, I got a question for you since you're talking about, So you interested in Project Mara?
Yeah,
Project
I'm
Mara?
interested in Project Mara. That shit look
Oh,
good.
y'all interested in that?
Wait, what
game,
was
huh?
what was
Yeah, I
Project
am,
Mara again?
yeah.
I mean, that's a
Oh,
tech
that's the
demo, but
Ninja
it looks
Theory,
real
the
pretty,
Ninja Theory
I
shit.
don't know if I'll play it.
So my
Yeah.
No,
interest,
that's not
my
made by
interest,
Ninja Theory.
yeah, my interest in Project Mara is mainly their ability to scan in assets in real life into their engine. So it's more of a project to show you how far they've gone with their own engine. Well, not their own engine, but with Unreal.
Game, right?
But
Okay.
that game isn't like, it's not an actual game. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not.
it's not y'all type of game. Like, you feel me? Like,
I
like
was-
it's probably
He say
some type
y'all.
of walking simulator.
I was
type of thing.
excited more for
Like, so-
the technical aspect of
Yeah.
what they were able to do in terms of environmental detail and recreating reality in the
Yeah.
game. I
'Cause
was like, oh
played
shit.
those like type of games where it's like you're walking and there's like a story being told with the environment and everything, and with it pertaining to like mental health, and with me being kind of like in that area, you feel me, of like the having some like mental issues and shit. It's just like it hits home where it's like I fuck with what Ninja Theory be trying to do, like what they be doing and how they handle it. Like, they handle it in a very proper way, where it's just like it's not something where I feel disrespected or some shit. You feel me? So it's like, I mean, I'm interested in it, and so I want to play it. So
Well, Project Mara is not being done by Ninja Theory.
It is.
No, it's
No,
not.
it is.
Ninja Theory is owned by
Wait.
Xbox.
Project-
yes,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's not gonna. It's a PlayStation game. Come on, guys.
Oh man.
What the fuck? That's why I'm like so confused. Why the fuck are we talking about Ninja Theory? It's not being done by Ninja Theory.
Hey, wait.
God damn!
Hold on.
What the hell are you guys doing?
Hey, Deathloop was a great PlayStation game, dog.
Mhm.
That was a really good
With
game.
that logic.
But I played it
Yeah.
on PC, so it's not fucking PlayStation.
Yeah,
Did you
man.
like it,
Xbox is PC, bro. Allegedly.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
you're
man,
right.
the
They're the
mental
same
gymnastics,
thing.
baby.
It's the same thing.
Mental
If you talk to Xbox University or Eggbog University, that's
Eggbog.
it's the same
You
thing.
said what?
Eggbog.
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 Hey, that's funny.
Eggbog.
Community College University. University of I don't know.
Deathloop don't get no love on PlayStation, man.
I don't know.
No.
Yo,
People liked it.
no.
People liked it. People
Nah,
liked it.
there were people that liked it, but I
Nah,
remember
definitely.
when that shit first got announced, there were people who were trying to like shit on the game low key. I would never forget that. And then they suddenly changed their tune.
I just hated seeing it every fucking where. It was annoying. I
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
no,
I'm already
it
getting the
wasn't.
game. Stop showing me this shit. It's annoying now.
Mhm.
It's
But
like,
I was getting it
I'm buying it.
regardless.
Leave me alone.
Exactly. Like, leave me the
Yeah.
fuck alone, bro. I get it.
Like, but it was like
It's
that's
like,
the
do
deal
you ever
that
feel
Sony
like
made. Like
you
Sony made that deal. Like
you
you had to
guys
show
ever
that
feel
joint
like
every day. Like
do you guys ever feel if like you know you're gonna buy something that you should just be able to opt out of ads for it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no, yeah,
That's
that
would
exactly.
have
was
been
key.
that
Like, can I
would've
just
been a
delete this
perfect
ad
one
in
for
the?
that. Like,
I just
listen, I'm
delete-
gonna buy it. Stop fucking targeting me.
Exactly.
So like it'd be like I'm already sold on like Xbox. Can you like
Yeah, like,
shut
I'm
the hell
already
up?
buying
Like
it. Like,
yeah.
why do I need to see more?
That's how advertising is, though. Now they got to keep pushing and
Well, I know,
pushing
but
that
man, it's
shit.
like, but
It's
I get that.
ridiculous.
It's like, but I get that how advertising is.
But
I'm
there
just
should
saying,
be a
I would
button
like
where it's
it
like, I'm already buying this. Stop showing it.
if I'm gonna buy something, if like, all right, I have the money, I'm gonna buy this. Stop showing me it. Okay, like they would probably be able to market stuff even better going that route. If there was some way to
Yeah.
do that, if there was some way to opt out of advertisements when you know you're gonna buy something, like, bro, they'd make more money that way.
Or
You
get
don't
Like,
want
they
to see
probably
you don't want to see your
that
ads
haven't
anymore.
made
Give
it.
us like $1.
Exactly.
They probably have to have your card information. So it'd be like, oh, put your card information if you're gonna purchase it. Like fuck that. Like
Just get
because
ad
what if
block,
you change your
man.
mind?
Ad block,
What if you
man.
change your mind?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Wait,
Oh,
did anyone
shit.
see did anyone see the gameplay for Crossfire X?
Yes,
At
that looks
the
interesting.
Game
What, for the
Awards,
story?
dude, I'm pumped for that.
There's some
Just
people that got
the-
hands on with it too.
Yeah, I watched that. It was
Hey,
like
there was a
Easy
hands
Allies, I
on.
think.
There was a hands on at. I need a link for that.
Yeah,
I think it was
on
Easy
YouTube.
Allies.
Did not see that. That
Yeah,
shit
Yeah, there's
I
a
had to start all
couple
the way
people that
back
got their
then.
hands on.
Fuck
I was looking. I was like, yo, where the hell was this game at? And then they finally showed it. I was like, thank God, because I was ready to just like lose all hope on that game. I thought they were gonna cancel that shit.
And it's
Like, look,
releasing
I don't
relatively
lose
soon.
hope
It's
until
releasing
they
next
tell
year.
me
Yeah,
to lose hope.
February.
Another game in February. Yeah, I'm gonna get it in February. Or man, I might just keep Game Pass until then.
Keep Game Pass,
I'll
man. Straight to
cancel it.
Game Pass.
You feel me?
No,
But-
Crossfire X is not in Game Pass.
Oh, it's
Oh,
not?
then fuck it then.
Oh
Nope.
yeah. Oh man.
It's like the
Yeah,
one
the
odd
story's
game
not.
that's not. I don't know why.
Yeah, they got a marketing deal with Xbox, but it's not on Game Pass.
No, but that's like
Okay.
Remedy too.
Well,
is
it's
also
exclusive.
working
It's
on that, so they
exclusive to
probably
Xbox.
said
It's
that.
exclusive as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
just
exclusive, but it's not. It's not
just
on.
the campaign that's not going.
Yeah, like
Well, the
probably
multiplayer is
did
free to
that.
play though, so you can't really like say like that's good.
Yeah.
The multiplayer is free to play. Like you can download it just like Halo. You don't have to have any service to play it.
Yeah, but that multiplayer
No, but like
is not
the
good.
That
campaign
multiplayer was
for
not
Halo,
anything
did you
to
have to
talk
buy the campaign
But
for Halo?
mind you, so like the thing that's interesting, I want to see how far that multiplayer has been developed because that beta was August of 2020.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not interested in the multiplayer. I don't give a fuck about that. Like, that's one story.
Well, I mean,
like,
I'm kind of like interested to see if it's how far it's progressed.
yeah.
When you're talking a beta
it's
that
not
was
like-
a
It's
year
not a
and
Call
4
of
months
Duty
ago.
type of multiplayer. It's not an
Yeah, it's
arcade
not-
shooter.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
different.
it's-
It's a different acquired taste.
It's literally like the original Crossfire is literally like CS:GO, and it's
Yeah,
like
that's
the
what I
most.
said.
It's like the most popular shooter like on the planet, but like no one knows about it because it's mostly like popular like in the Asian markets.
I
Yeah.
remember. I played
Everybody tried to jump in
Crossfire
my
a
ass
little
when
bit.
I said that. Like everybody
That
was like,
shit
"You
was
losing,"
crazy.
but
Yo, you know another game that's gonna flop in 2022? Babylon's Fall, published by Square
absolutely.
Enix and developed by Platinum Games. Yeah, that's gonna be another flop right
Absolutely.
there. You know what's crazy? When they first showed it off, I was like, "Oh, this looks cool." And then when you find out what that game actually is about, I was like, "Yeah, this is like kind of trash." And I was talking to Chris about this like months ago. I was like, "Yo, this game, it's a big skip for sure."
no, like I saw the game. Yo, I don't know how people can't tell. Like it's just like with like films and shit. I could tell when something's not gonna hit right, and it was like just with the trailer. Like I was like, "Yeah, this ain't about to hit right, bro." Like, and I saw that. Like I had like no interest in it. Like I was like, "Damn!" Like, because it reminded me shit of like how like Godfall showed, and I was like, "Yeah, this ain't it, bro." Like, and just like there were like a bunch of people like who was like capping. It was like, "No, shit, this ain't about the slap." Then it came out, and that dream was dead. I was like.
Yo, I'm
I mean,
actually
what I
gonna
say.
get into Godfall, man. I'm actually gonna get into that soon. Try it out.
Oh,
why?
don't even.
Why?
I like it.
Nah,
Don't even waste your
Are you
time.
gonna
There
Are you
was
gonna
way
play it
fucking better
on
games
the?
out there, man. There's way better games out there.
Yo,
Are you
I'm
gonna
play.
do
I'm gonna
the-
play it on PS4, man.
I wish.
Yeah.
Why?
PS4.
Oh no, you trolling.
You about to get that D grade?
PlayStation
Instead of getting
4,
that
man.
upgrade,
Yo,
you get that
these
D
dudes,
grade.
these dudes were capping so hard talking about Godfall's next gen. I was
Dude,
like, okay.
I don't like that.
No,
I mean,
no,
you
that was
know,
I always knew that was always gonna come to the
Yo,
last
that
they're
one.
like
was
we can only
hilarious.
achieve in Godfall on the PlayStation 5, and then not even a year later, Godfall's coming to PlayStation 4. The
Yeah,
fuck?
like that was
I was like,
crazy.
yeah, okay.
The fuck?
Yeah, okay.
What do you mean? You fucking lie. You straight lying with that.
Like,
There
you
ain't no
fucking
way
liars.
you
Like,
can sit there and defend any of them devs for that. Fuck those counterplay bullshit.
It was
games.
marketing, man. They had to
reviews.
market the PS5. They had to market. That's why I told people that whole cross-gen shit. You're gonna regret talking all that shit about cross-gen. Look at God of War. Look at Horizon. Cross-gen.
yeah.
Cross-gen.
Like,
There's nothing wrong
I'm
with
actually
it.
happy that God of War is like cross gen because I want to play that jam. But
Yeah,
it's
there's
like,
nothing wrong with
but-
it. It's okay. But like, don't sit up here and talk about, yeah, we got all the
Yeah.
next gen games and blah 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 blah, and then all their big AAA games are coming to PS4
Yeah,
day and date.
Even Gran Turismo 7 is one of them. That game does not look impressive to me. That
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hold up, that's
it's coming
cross-gen?
PS4. Yo,
Yeah.
I would.
Damn.
Yo, that PS5 showcase when they showed all those
It
games are so
was-
misleading because it showed PS5 only, and then they did a blog post
Yeah.
where it showed it was coming to PS4, and I was like, look what they did to y'all. They misled y'all.
Yeah.
They led you astray.
That
That
was
got y'all all hype.
I couldn't believe that. I was
Like, they had dudes out here capping, bro. Like they had dudes out here capping hard. Like,
Really
it was just like-
capping. I'm like, yo, it's okay. Like, if it's cross-gen, it's cross-gen. No one's gonna begrudge you
Yeah.
that. As long as the game's great, that's all that matters.
yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
Immortal
I
Phoenix
don't want no
Rising
cross.
is only $20.
That's a cop.
on Series X.
Yeah, it's a cop.
Series X
That's-
edition.
That's
I don't
that's
want
definitely a
any more
cop.
I don't want any more cross-gen games though. 100%.
No, I definitely don't want any more cross-gen games as well. But it's like, yo,
Yeah, I want them to. I believe it's time to move on. Like,
just don't sit
Well,
up
like, the
here
thing
capping for
with
this
the-
shit.
the thing with Xbox, like them being smart, like yeah, they can do next gen games now, and then just have the cloud option for.
Yeah, they got the
Like,
cheat code for that.
Like I think that's fucking smart as hell. Whether that obviously it's not going to be the best way to play a game,
yeah,
but you'll have that option. So like you're not closing off an entire market of people to this game. You're just giving them a different way to play it.
You know what's
I think that's smart as shit, dude.
You know what's
That's smart.
interesting? Another thing, but remember, like they did the news about Project Spartacus and some shit. How they supposed to have their own version of Game Pass for 3 tiers and stuff.
Yeah.
I never talked about it with you guys. What do you guys think about that? Because I think it's pretty fucking hypocritical, honestly.
I mean, I don't really care.
it's kind of like EX, PS Plus, and PS Now.
But I mean, the thing that I don't care if the service exists. I don't care if what it comes out and does. The thing that I'm curious is how much people are now just going to shift.
Oh yeah, it's gonna
And
happen.
How much and now Spartacus is the greatest thing ever. Like that's what's going to happen.
I wonder
greatest
when
thing to
they-
happen in the
I
game,
wonder
yeah.
People are
when
going to shit. They shat. All they've done is shat on Game Pass, and then now they're going to get a thing that's fucking going to be comparable to Game Pass, and they're going to love it. Because
I mean, no, it's not because it's still not new games from them coming
Well,
from them.
but
That's
we don't-
that's
we
what
don't know
they're
that.
gonna that's what they're gonna stand on. It's gonna be like,
If-
oh, it's still not.
I
new
mean,
games from
what if
them.
they're? We don't know all the details of Spartacus, though. I mean,
I
we're
mean,
not
yeah,
gonna,
it's
we're
a
not even
leak
gonna
thing.
know. Like Sony hasn't even officially announced it, right?
Yeah.
That's just all rumors and stuff that got leaked. So Sony could come up and say, "Yeah, we're doing Spartacus. It's gonna have day one PlayStation games in it." And my God, people are gonna lose. Everybody that sat there and said, "As long as it don't have day one games in it, it'll be fine." And that whole narrative is gonna go right through the door.
Oh, just like how
Oh,
they
yeah,
said
they're gonna-
they said the
people-
games are coming to PC and their games are coming to PC.
Yeah,
People
I
like
saw
Persona
that
and
there
Jay,
was,
they're gonna be definitely mad at that shit.
what was
They're gonna
there's
be definitely
there's something I think Ghost of Tsushima is rumored to be coming out in February.
What, PC? Oh, trust me, it's gonna happen. Listen,
They've been-
the only shit I was wrong about, which I still owe Nick a game. You gotta let me know what game you want, bro.
I told you, man.
Was Spider-Man coming to PC? I thought they were gonna bundle Spider-Man with RDNA 2 graphics cards. I really thought they were gonna do that shit, and they didn't. But they did Days Gone, they did God of War, Horizon, all these other games.
Man, PS5 games, they're just timed exclusives.
Yo, I want my Ghost of Tsushima PS5 edition, man.
You want that? I got you, bro.
Yo, or
hey, just
that.
buy the PS4 version for him on disc, and then just pay for the $10 upgrade.
No, I was ready to say, look, hey, old man.
I was gonna do him dirty.
I was ready to say, give me old man Logan copy of Death Stranding. Then I used to let people hold up.
Yeah, I still got his copy. I'm gonna hold on to that.
I know you
that man gold right there.
Give him his game back, man.
He gave it to me.
No, I still have. I got 2 copies of Death Stranding.
Yeah, he gave me the extra
because
copy.
I ended up buying
funny.
I bought the collector's edition when it was on super cheap on Amazon, even though I already owned the.
You got the baby?
Yeah, I got that. Like it was like super cheap on Amazon. I bought it. I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" And so it just came with another copy of the game that I just had. Like I have the steelbook still from my original purchase at launch. So like it was just an extra game that I just had. This is why I didn't give a fuck about giving it to Jay.
I don't think
I'll get to the game. I'll get to the game eventually. It's just
I will say, dude, that $10 upgrade to get the PS5 version, holy shit, it runs so much better.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
Better.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And the PS4 Pro version?
Man.
I got you. I'll
what do you mean?
Ghost of 60. He's talking about Death Stranding.
Oh, I'm bugging out.
Oh, that's what he's talking about when you said like you got the baby, and I was like, "The fuck is he talking about?"
Yeah, I heard Death Stranding, and then I just
I was
forgot
about to
what
buy
you were
that
talking
joint
about.
with the collector's edition. I was about to buy that.
That shit look crazy.
Yeah, I got you with the Ghost. I'll send it to you. Like I'll get it shipped to you directly. PS5 copy, everything. You got the you got the digital. Disc? You got the digital, or you got the physical PS5?
The weak ass disc version that I don't use.
What do you mean?
Oh no, it's actually great. What?
PS4 games, dude. That's the only way you can play your PS4 games on it. Did you see?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only you can. How the hell are you gonna play your PS4 disc games?
I mean, I own them digital. I always digital, bro.
Yo, you can get.
I remember there was a tweet out there, somebody complaining that they couldn't play their physical games on a digital system.
People complain about everything.
No, I was like, what? Why did you buy the digital system then, you fucking moron?
I think I saw that too.
Like, what
that's
is wrong
hilarious.
with you? Why is there no way for me to play my physical games on a digital system? Don't buy a digital system if you have physical games, you fucktard.
You know what's the greatest thing is when GameStop does the buy 2 pre-owned games, get 1 free. That shit's amazing. Like I did that this holiday season. Yeah. That's why I always stick with the physical media. Like, yeah, I get some digital games for the low when it's on sale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I have a Series S. And so, like, for Xbox, I buy, like, a lot of stuff digitally just so I can play them on both. But I make sure I have physical versions of all my systems in case I want to play my older games.
This generation in particular, I've been buying a lot more physical copies because the amount of sales that's been going on them. Like, they go on sale more often than the physical copy. Like, Cyberpunk I got for dirt cheap on Xbox. Fucking...
Dude, I picked up Cyberpunk again for $10 off
Battlefield, yeah, I got Cyberpunk for $10. I got Battlefield for $30. 2K I got for $25. I was like, yo, 2K.
The crazy thing about Cyberpunk that I got because I paid $10 for it, right? And then they turned around and the next week they had it on sale for $30.
Yeah,
I was like,
damn,
a bunch of dickheads.
Like, how are you gonna put this shit? You just had this shit on sale for $10.
Yo, I tweeted that shit too. I was like, yo, Cyberpunk is like $10 through Best Buy. Get your copy now and wait for the next gen patch.
I couldn't believe that. I was like, for $10, and then they're gonna sit there and say, oh, now it's on sale for $30.
Yeah, like it's a good thing.
Robbed.
But you see how they rocking though. Like it was like, oh yeah, we're not gonna put this up in Game Pass. I mean, the like people's perception of that game is already tarnished. Like even if they had like a decent time with it, like a lot of PC players, and when I beat it on my Series S, like the performance was a little bit better. Like you could notice it. But it's just like I'm still waiting for the next gen patch to play my second playthrough of that. And I'm waiting on like the next gen packs for The Witcher because I'm gonna jump right back into that because I missed that game a
Yeah,
lot.
Witcher I'm gonna
Like,
go through on PC. I'm gonna do my first playthrough of Cyberpunk on PC, which I have not finished
yeah,
yet, and do a second playthrough with next gen patch.
The
But
next gen patches, you already know it's gonna be 30 FPS though. You
no, it's
already know.
not. They have a
like it better
performance
not
mode
They
be.
already
already.
said it was going to be
Yeah,
60.
they already.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
already have a performance mode on console.
Well, they're gonna have two. They're gonna have two modes then, because they're
It's in
trying to add
backwards.
ray tracing.
It's
The
yeah. It's
fuck?
well, they're not gonna put ray tracing on console. That's just
They
dead.
don't need to put ray tracing in that.
That's
Yeah,
just
fuck
dead.
you
They're
know,
not
ray-
adding ray tracing in the next gen patch.
No, fuck no.
Man,
Who
listen,
needs
fuck that
that?
damn. Like,
Hey,
like
this
ray
is-
tracing.
Give me
save
my
it-
60,
Ray
you
tracing
save-
is great. I think it's
it's-
one of the most overrated things ever.
The only way they put ray tracing in that game is if they put FSR on console. That's it. That's the
Mm.
only way.
Have you ever played Metro Exodus and then played it
Yeah.
the enhanced edition? It's It's literally visually. There's
But
no
the thing
way you
is,
can't tell the difference.
the game's not even
it's impossible
optimized.
because
The game's not even
lighting-
optimized for next gen. Like if you optimize the game for next gen, it's gonna look better than what you have right now. That's the biggest thing with Cyberpunk on console.
Just like Metro, that shit looked amazing. Like even
Yeah.
I started to play through it again with the next gen little package jump. I was like, oh, I bet. So it's like it's just. See, I'm more intrigued and I'm more curious what they're going to do with The Witcher. Like they're talking about like there
Witcher
will
is literally
be-
gonna run like on PC, dude. That game is so easy to run now.
yeah.
Yo, it's gonna be like what 4K 60 ultra settings on next gen, guarantee. Guarantee. That shit's not. That shit's not hard to run.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
like,
I mean,
just
it
love that
should be,
world
but
so much. So
there still be
yeah.
times where games be like dynamic 4K or something. When it's
I mean, I
like-
wouldn't surprise if they did dynamic 4K to get a lock 60, but that game should hit a lock 60 no matter what on a Series X or PS5
Mm,
at native 4K. Like it's an old game,
yeah.
and it's not even that demanding. Like if you're talking about Red Dead or some shit, then maybe like
Yeah,
definitely
Red
do
Dead.
some
Damn, that
dynamic
needs
shit.
next
They
gen
still
patch.
haven't patched that shit on
Nope.
console.
Yeah, like I would love to play through.
It's a PC
Red
game,
Dead
man. It's
again.
not a console game. It's a PC game at this point. Shit.
What Red Dead?
They need to make the series a PC fucking game. Where the fuck is Revolver and fucking 1, bro?
Yeah,
Oh,
that I don't
yeah.
know. That game you have to emulate, and even emulating that game is pretty rough.
It's rough, so I don't do that shit.
And that's because
Shit
the
not-
you a mean
360
bitch.
emulator and the PS3 emulator are complete garbage.
Yeah.
Nah, the 360 emulator is like ass because it's in its
Yeah.
infancy.
There's
But
no
RPCS3
UI.
is not bad.
RPC3 is getting better. It's definitely getting better. Like they at least update games to run it well. Where Zinnia's just that's a shit show.
They've made it to where all the PS3 games are now at least what do you call it? You can get in game now. It's 100% in game.
But playable.
They're trying to make it
they're trying
to make it like 60% playable.
Yeah. Because
Mm.
you look at like the PS2 emulator, that shit's been around since like 2001. So they've had a huge head start versus some of these newer ones.
Yeah. But there's multiple games I've beaten on the PS3 emulator that were technically in game, but I didn't really have any problems with outside of like graphical glitches or like some slowdown here and there, but like they're still fine to play through.
Oh, like did y'all say did y'all like we don't have to go through like how many like all the titles that you beat, but like what's the number that shit of titles y'all beat for 2021?
For me it's 13.
Okay.
I'm at 37.
It's a low
Damn.
number this year.
25.
I've been busy this
The-
year.
37 is a low number for me. technically.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, there's other games I beat,
Where the
but
fuck
I
do
didn't
you
add to the
work at,
list because they
Bless?
were old.
You don't need to know.
Like
Oh,
I
you
mean,
gotta-
she got all this fucking time. Like I'm like,
Nah, you
Oh,
know,
shit.
you know who beat a lot of games. This dude Holy One. That dude beat 120 games.
Oh yeah, that
God.
he
damn,
he
like-
has time.
that
yeah, dude, fuck
that-
that.
that
Like
guy.
I ain't got time like that, bro. Like
we won't speak
I
on
wish
that
I
goofy.
had time.
We won't speak on that goofy's name though.
Yeah,
That guy is a fucking clout chaser.
He's a
He-
real
Oh, man.
weirdo.
he's a
yeah,
he's
shit,
a
I
clout
beat
chaser.
only 32. So like that is kind of low for me, but it's just like with the new job and all of that shit, I just been working, bro. So 32 is that. The last two I beat was like Halo
Really
Infinite
good
and the
number.
Gunk. So yeah.
That's still a really good number. That's like any like 15 above. Well, I guess. Well, I mean it depends because I play like half the games I usually beat are like old games or games
Yeah,
that didn't come
yeah.
out this year. So it's like
Exactly.
I'll be like 15 to 20 new games, and then the rest be like older games or
Old
like
Jones,
related
yeah.
games.
Same. So I'll
So
be
like
playing a lot of
15,
old games.
yeah. So like 15 new games beat or plus is that's a big number or a good number.
Yeah, that is good for new games. Cause like depending on what you're into and like how many games come out throughout the year, it's just like I mean, nobody plays every single game that drops all year, like every year. Like we all have like our selective games that we like to play. So it's just like your number's gonna vary,
On top
obviously.
of multiplayer. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that too. So I be playing Destiny like a fiend, yo. So that's
it,
in game. Where's old
what about
man at? Old
I'm
man still here?
I'm right here. I'm just listening to you guys. That's it.
No,
He
no. How
chilling, man. He
many?
chilling.
how many do you get around to beating?
Oh, for me, I'm at 51.
Damn. The
And
Big
then
fuck?
number.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You do
I'm
be
working on
playing
number
games.
52 right now, playing Serious Sam 4.
Oh yeah, I was playing that. It's alright. Like I was like, it's alright. Like I
I'm
fuck.
having a blast with it. The only thing is, this game they did not optimize this game very well.
Nah,
Yeah,
like
serious. Like that game runs really fucking weird even on PC. I don't know what.
Like, but
I don't
just
know.
the like Serious Sam as a character, dude, he's fucking hilarious.
yeah, yeah, he
Like,
is. Yeah.
I'm losing my shit. It was like there was this one scene where like you had to like guard these people that were in a building, and there was a whole bunch of like gunfire and stuff. And someone came out. It's like, was there a problem? I heard lots of gunfire, and Sam's like, gunfire? That's not a problem. That's called a solution. I was like, bro, this dude had me rolling. And then like this one mission, this lady's like, he's like, what do I get for my reward? A kiss? And she's like, no, you get this thing. And she hands him like some tool. He's like, oh, that's better than a kiss. Right. And
like I don't
then
know. Like
this lady looked at Serious Sam like, the fuck? Like,
like it's
oh
very
man,
deep
he got
bro-ish,
me
yo,
rolling.
but it's like it's fun.
It reminds me of what Duke Nukem kind of used to be with like its cheesy
Yeah.
ass liners and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I was like, this is what Duke Nukem Forever tried to be.
Yeah.
This is my
Yeah,
first
like
first Serious Sam game that I've ever played too. So
yeah, same for me. Same for me. It is. See, I was playing the alien colonial thing, whatever the fuck it's called.
Alien
So
Fire
like,
Team Elite. That's not like
yeah,
my wife and I. We got through the first level, and I think we're almost done with the second level. But the thing
yeah.
is, there's not that much content in that game. I could see
No, it's
why people
not.
drop that shit quick. So I think there's only 4 or 5 main missions,
Yeah, see, I
and
think
each
four,
mission
bro.
only takes like an hour to do. So I'm
So
like,
for real, like, all right,
yeah, it's not like a huge like thing, and I get like their trope is probably replayability.
yeah,
Replay it on higher difficulties and stuff like that. But if your base content is like just 4 missions, like that's just not a lot. That's
yeah.
just not a lot. It just isn't. But
No, because it's like I'm still playing like the first mission, and
yeah,
we would just like put the controller down. I'd be like, damn, this Jane's still on. Like it was like I come
but
back, I'm like, damn, let me turn this off. Like it's like I don't
they
know.
definitely try to make it more of a, like I think a live with services game. To be honest,
Like
like
I didn't
and I
like it
just I
very
just don't
much.
think that like I don't think for that game that style of game it's like a good bet.
Yeah,
Um, we did run into some cool like because it's like 3-player co-op, and so it was just my wife and I playing, and we did run into this like one really cool dude.
no, that's
Like
cool.
so,
That's
like there
cool.
is like a community and stuff playing it,
Yeah,
which is
it's
good.
not completely
But
dead. Like
I think that's mostly probably due to like I think he was on Xbox as well. We invited him to the party, and he was playing it through Game Pass as well. So like Game Pass got to come in clutch there and
Hey,
save that fucking game, right? Like
always like it seems to be like the lifesaver for some of these games that like a lot of people just don't have any intention of fucking touching. like at all.
That's the thing, that it can't be devalued, is the fact that there's certain games that people probably would have never spent their money on, and they tried it out through a service like Game Pass, and like, hey, I actually enjoy it, and they'll buy the
Hmm.
game or play more games within that genre. So that's the thing, is
Yeah,
like
exactly.
the engagement from the community, and then on top of that, like introducing people to different type of games, like that can't be
Exactly.
understated. Like some
Yeah, it
I
people
played
wouldn't
opens
play
up.
those games.
This shit
like
opens
for
up
me,
your palette, yo.
I got into a lot more like indie titles this year through Game Pass. Whether it be like Donut County, Artful Escape, like the Gunk, you know, that's an indie title.
Yeah.
Like just like I got into like a lot of more indie games. I was like, it was nice to explore, not just constantly just AAA games.
Yeah.
Honestly, like AAA games at this point,
You get burnt out of it for sure.
yeah, they're getting
Like it's starting
I'm
to
getting burned
feel
out on them.
like when it comes
And
to
then like
AAA.
the Ascent was like
Oh,
another
good.
game that was,
Yeah, yeah,
you know, took me, you know, not really by surprise, but I very much enjoyed playing through that game
yeah.
too.
Like I
And
mean, I just think like it opens up like the player's palette for newer things, and like I
yeah,
mean, it gives you an opportunity just to kind of like try something out. Like you said, the with the Ascent, like the asymmetric and the medium, and like the gunk and shit like that. I've always been like an indie head, so either it be through like PlayStation or Xbox. I've always like gravitated towards the indies when they're shown at E3. Like I'd be like, damn, that should look interesting. Like this actually looks interesting because I feel like gaming is getting into like that realm the same way that Hollywood is, where it's like it's just becoming too predictable, and you know exactly what like the dev is trying or what they're gonna do, and you're just kind of like, all right, dude, I've seen this shit, but like I've experienced this like numerous times, and it's just like when you go to like indie films, like they'll approach things from different perspectives, like they'll film it differently, like it's a more genuine feel to it. Like you feel like it's more personal in a way, and I feel like indie games really deliver on that like perfectly. So it's just like uh the like Game Pass really does help people kind of like expand into something that they might have not known that they liked, and it may should become kind of like their favorite genre. Like they'll be like, oh damn, like these asymmetric shooters are hitting like this. Shit, I'm about to go and like try something else like that, or like this Metrovania hitting like this. Like shit, I'm about to go try some other jumps like this, and it's just like it just opens up that gate where it's just like we need more shit like that where
Yeah.
people are playing more diverse games, bro, and not just fucking AAA shit. Because it's like Hollywood get like that every time they drop an action film. I have no interest unless I know who the choreographer is, or I know who like the the conductor is for the score or some shit. Like I'm very particular, so it's just like that shit. It's like I know when some shit about to be some doo doo. So yeah,
But yeah, we're
yeah.
getting ready to wrap this up because we just hit the 2 hour mark. You
Oh
guys
yeah,
have any
for sure.
outros? Any
ah, damn,
outros?
that was a quick
Some
2 hours,
plug?
man.
It was. We had a really good conversation for
Like
sure.
that's why
Oh yeah,
this is the shit that I like to talk about. Just fucking games.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
no bullshit, no console war bullshit going on. Just fucking games.
Just
That's just the
games,
best
huh?
stuff.
Absolutely. Fuck yeah. Like no, but you can find me on Twitter, Little Sadboy Blue. Like I don't give a fuck. You can like my shit. You can post it or not. I don't give a fuck. My opinions of my own. Like yeah, it's happy to. I'm just happy to be back here with these guys. It's been a while since I've been on here with work and like the having the big old COVID and shit. Like, but I mean, hey, shit, it is what it is. Like everybody be safe. Uh, mask up. Like,
Yes,
should you going
sir.
out the party? Just like, I mean, you know, shit. Just be safe with it, bro. Like, I mean, the people are dying out here left and right. So just be careful for real.
Anyone else got
Yo,
anything going on?
yeah, I want to say something, man. Shout out to Kid Smooth, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
You know, couldn't be here today. You know, going through whatever.
yeah, man. Get well, bro. Get well.
shout out to Smooth, man. Oh man, you got anything going on?
Nah, I don't got too much going on. I'm just I'm enjoying the end of my year.
Yep.
I'm off of work till I think the 4th. So I've just been
Nice. I wish I could say the same.
chilling,
Yes.
playing
I
games,
know.
enjoying the rest of the year. That's what I'm doing.
Yep. Bless the ride. What's up, man? What's up?
Yeah. Follow me on fucking Twitter and Twitch, man. At _ Blessed Red on Twitter. At Blessed Red on Twitch. And oh yeah, I'd like be fucking not shouting the shit out, but follow our podcast on what do you call it?
Over level.
Overlevel
Over
podcast
level
on
podcast. Red
on
Hood.
Alright.
on Tuesday. We do that shit
Tuesdays.
like bi-weekly though.
Word, word,
So
word.
Whose
it's,
podcast is that? That's yours, Bless?
me, Red Hood, Alish, and sometimes a guy named Taladia.
Word.
It depends on if he's
Oh, I
feeling
didn't
good.
know that. That's Tuesday. That's good. I don't think nobody got one on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we y'all all like PC centric players or
Me, Red Hood, and actually, yeah, basically, yeah.
oh that's
I mean,
cool. Shit. I ain't know
Taladia,
that. Shit.
Taladia is like kind of. I mean, he streams and stuff on PC and plays games on PC, but like
Okay.
he does console and PC. He switches between it, but yeah, we're mostly PC, I guess.
Well that's dope to have like a podcast that is just like centric to PC. Like I haven't seen that shit. Like it's usually just PlayStation or Xbox, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
entirely different side of the fence over there.
Yeah, like,
But yeah, you guys have a good night. We'll catch you in the new year for sure. Everyone have a good new year. Be safe. And this is it. You guys can check out my videos on my channel. This is Dope as J, obviously. Hit me up for some gaming. And that's all. Peace.